I think it should be fine. All right. How are you? Good.
Good, sir. How are you?
Good. I'm very good. Just finished a 4 hour session, which shouldn't have been 4 hours, but I think he needed the extra little time for me to kind of well, help open up his mind. So, we talked last night, very briefly.
Yeah.
I actually don't know anything about you. Just so obviously I'm streaming right now. There's gonna be a VOD that
Okay. Okay.
you will watch back on this if you want. I would recommend it because I'm gonna send you the notes that I write in the game that you play. There's gonna be a few questions I ask before we start. So, um, what is your main rank, peak rank, and then your main role?
Um, I'm plat 2 right now.
Okay.
Uh, my peak is diamond, and my
Okay.
role, I don't really know. I wouldn't say I feel. Probably like I play like Clove. Sometimes Reina. That's really it, honestly.
So would you consider yourself like a flex player?
Kinda,
Okay.
I guess.
Okay. We'll just consider you a flex player if you have a wide range of roles. In my opinion.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's that. And then, so I'm gonna ask you another very simple question. I'm sure you have. I always ask to see where they are in terms of what's gonna happen. So have you watched any of my VODs before or watched my stream?
I think I watched like one of them on YouTube.
Okay, okay, yep. And so then, I just asked that to see if they will know how the session will go. So the session will pretty much go where I watch you play live. Hopefully you're warmed up. Okay. And I will be taking. So the first session, I always don't talk to you. I want to really see where the student is at, raw. So I watch you play.
Uh-huh.
We won't be talking. Usually the second session and onwards, we're talking in between rounds. I'm micromanaging a little bit. I'm calling for you. I'm telling you, hey, make a play, make a call. Hey, you need to rotate here when I identify it and you don't, or you're struggling. But for the first one, it's an assessment, so I need to really see your true skills. So we're not gonna talk. I'm gonna watch you play. There's 5 categories in which I really write notes on, for your general notes, and which I think are really important in this game. It is communication, aim, utility usage, movement and positioning. So that's 4, and also game sense and the mental game. Which obviously there are subsections, subcategories within these categories. These are just the general biggest ones that I've figured out, or not figured out, but think is important. And
Mhm.
just because they're separated does not mean they're not working together. All of these categories are intertwined. They need to be in harmony. Your aim needs to be secondary to all these categories. Okay. But in my opinion, um, but so that's how I write the general notes, and then I'll write also round specific, as in every single round I write what's going on in your POV, so that way we can dissect it
Mhm.
when we get in a custom game after the game. Okay, and just be ready for a long session. I just had a 4 hour session, so it's gonna be 2 to 3 hours. I try. It's
Okay.
not.
Okay. I'm ready.
It's not gonna be 4 hours, but I'm gonna try my
It's
best
okay.
to speed through them, as because there's some rounds where you don't have to go in depth, but there's some rounds where some things apply that need to be worked on a lot. So yeah. So and then yeah, go ahead, share your screen, queue up your game, um,
All right.
and then I'm gonna ask you. Well, yeah. So get on the screen. You can also put it at 720. It's not a big deal unless you have a really good computer and it doesn't bother you, or you have good internet. But it seems like it's lagging a little bit. I can't even see it right now. Yeah, maybe lower it a little bit because it's not even loading. Or is it me? Am I lagging? Maybe it's me. Can you hear me? Hello? Yeah, I think it's me. Thank you. My mom walked in on the phone. So funny. Just handed me a plate of food, and then she's just like, "I'm tired." I'm like, "Okay." What do you want me to do? She's laughing. Okay, but let me just talk to chat real quick. Yeah, wait out a cheater in bronze. Lobby's insane. Yep, you can just out aim everyone up until like mid plat. Yep. Okay, I think I'm done. I learned some neats over there. I was low-key lacking that. Okay. Ask some questions, guys. While I'm waiting. Yup.
Hello?
Yep.
Dude, what happened? My Discord just like
Yeah, I'm not
that's
sure.
never
I thought it was me for a sec. I was like talking to myself. Yeah, you can just make
happened.
it
No, I
low.
think yeah, it was my PC actually.
Yeah, you can make it lower. It doesn't have to be 1080. It just can be 720 at 30 FPS is enough for me.
No, I mean like it can handle it. It's just the new drivers are like making
Maybe.
Valorant weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, the new drivers.
Let me just take a look here. Okay. Yeah, so I will ask oh so, you can just briefly tell me like what do you want from Valorant?
Um,
What are your
I just
goals?
want to have. Well, I don't really know. I just want to get better, honestly.
Okay. All right, that's fine. There'll be a follow-up question later, but that's fine. No problem. You want to get better? That's good. Some people all different, but so that's that. Okay, so I'm not gonna talk to you. Good luck. I'll see you after the game. Don't be nervous, okay? It's not a time for you to show off. It's really a time for me to see how
In
you
the
play,
smoke.
how you play as a player. Okay. Good luck.
Okay.
Good luck. I'll see you after. All right.
One enemy remaining.
Yeah, let's get started. Round one. They got A. Okay, fall right off the bat. He's got a mini map problem. Round one. He goes A with bomb. Thank God he's not a duelist, so I don't have to explain all that stuff again. Uh, I should probably write that stuff down and/or make a spreadsheet or whatever for all the sites because it's just so much me explaining that shit so fucking complicated.
Reloading.
Goes A,
Placing swarm grenade.
runs up long and dies.
Sage and Raise C. Sorry, I can't think.
On the wall.
Spike down. C. One enemy remaining.
And be real, I did nothing that round except for being a little bitch in the back line. That's my bad. I normally I was duelist,
All good, bro.
scared.
Was okay. My map used to be like that until you mentioned it in another stream. Yep. I'm pretty sure I gave you my settings too. I'm pretty sure.
Bro, my mouse died.
Muckers. Off we go.
Almost
You're
everyone's
throwing.
Thank you. Here. Alarm bot out.
This can't even nerf me.
Recalling my bot. Shoot my ultimate. One enemy remaining. They're losing cards.
I have extra money if anyone
Let me buy you.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
That's not like gang. For real.
You gave it to someone else and I used it. Help loads. Yep. Good. Appreciate it. Sorry, I won't be talking about it. It's like my resting time where I just watch him play and like write it down and stuff. Got locked in. I used to talk a lot in these times, but it's hard. It distracts me. I have a hard time focusing. Got ADHD.
One of them.
One enemy remaining.
Probably need to wait for a smoke there.
I mean, I will.
Just feels bad. I got money. Need something? Gun here.
What are we doing? What are we doing?
Gun here.
Oh, I think they want your skin, Azumi. Oh my god, they want my skin now. Sure thing. It's not my skin.
Placing alarm bot.
Enemy spotted A.
Spike barrier is dead.
Spike down A.
Placing swarm grenade. Swarm grenade.
Let's go, gang.
Player standing.
Oh man.
Spike down A.
This is nothing.
What the fuck?
Watch this. Why the hell you have a ghost out, man? That shit OP. Fucking
Unlucky,
Cocoa
bro.
Puffs rules. God damn.
That's true.
Let's spread
I guess
out.
comms can be pretty specific and detailed.
I like McRibs thinking. But I don't like McRibs, to be honest. We lurking up, see?
That's a kill. Drop in a smoke.
You gotta see. My lights are acting up. Hold up, scratch it.
Placing alarm bot. Drop in a smoke. Swarm grenade out. Night night. Here. Right here.
One
I'm
enemy
ass.
remaining.
Thank you.
That's right, you tell him.
My ult is ready. Let's go. I got things to do.
There.
I mean, he's not really saying anything.
No prisoners.
Turret out.
Oh, that boy's scared. He about to smoke her. And we pushing it.
Sight.
Somebody's there. Spike wings. Spike sticky. Thanks for nowhere to run.
Back like I never left.
Last player standing.
Alright, bro. This charger's coming off. I can't be nerfed no more.
city needs me. I can't be away for long.
Make weird. Whenever I'm aura farming like that, I just can't have the text comms with like a actual call out in chat. You know? Let me farm.
Planting alarm bot.
On the backside.
This is up top. He has target. Wingman's planting. Spike planted. Thanks, Wings. Mosh pit.
Last player standing.
Saw you.
Oh fuck! I don't know there's smoke.
And they stopped him.
Drop in the smoke.
I think I lost all my aura.
You gotta start aura farming, man.
What should I type?
Vibe check. We feeling good?
Be like, the alpha is coming out. Hella aura, bro.
I bet. Hold up.
That's aura.
That shit was tough, man.
What's this?
Hella.
One coming to C from B.
Wingman's gonna plant spike. Spike stick.
Right.
Garage.
Last player standing.
Oh, I'm out. Someone locked me up. Bend me back. Rub my boot. Never mind.
Gotcha.
Sage is coming from their spawn. 50. No, this guy's cheating. This guy's nah. That's crazy.
Wait, can you hear my game?
Bot doesn't clear.
Can you hear my teammates' comms?
Yep.
Doesn't get the
No, like through my mic.
second checks it with a nade
Through
and then
your
keeps
mic?
spamming that corner.
What do you mean?
Yeah.
I don't know, bro. That's sus.
Like, can you hear my game through my mic?
Was that not sus?
Oh,
I think
oh
that's
no,
sus.
like background noise. No.
Yeah, that's a little bit sus.
Okay.
Right?
Are you
like,
playing
he
on
like
speaker or something?
triple checked it. Like, no
Yeah.
way.
I
Yeah. Who
thought.
the fuck does that?
Thank you.
I don't know.
Yes.
It's a bit strange. Guess it's time for me to toggle.
Let's do what we do.
Y'all could stay here.
His gun was sticking out. I don't know.
Enemy spotted A. Alarm bot out. I shot something.
There's 3 here.
Dropping smoke. Sentry.
Everyone's
This
here
is
but
okay,
Grim.
okay. Go Passy, Passy.
Hell yeah. Grim's probably a beast somewhere, maybe garage.
You will not kill my allies.
Dude, I got called that. I'm ass.
No peeking.
Mmm. B2 site. Oh damn! I didn't even hear him defuse.
As much as this world
Bro, I deadass didn't even hear him defuse. I was watching Reina cook.
spend it.
Dude, no way fucking Cocoa Puffs rules is my fucking arch nemesis. I got caught looking at my mini map and he fucking slow walks off. Like, who does that? He was by himself. This guy's weird.
Settle for a draw.
Maybe I just gotta think like a stupid idiot here.
Still in sight.
Holy fuck.
Drop in a smoke.
Thanks, Wade.
Bruh.
You, Mosh.
I'm retarded, dog.
Drop in a smoke.
It's all you, little homie. Dizzy's up. Someone's there.
One enemy remaining.
Mm.
Cutting their vision.
I don't need aura when my team is aura.
Last round in the half.
Last call.
Badass.
Times me to kill him now. Buy up.
I left no crumbs on that one, huh?
Mm-mm.
Cutting their vision.
Placing alarm bomb. Dropping smoke. My ult
Tucked in
is
left.
ready.
Nice.
Placing stun sight.
Y'all let Clove fight first.
Reloading.
1 star.
Placing swarm grenade.
Corazón.
Swarm grenade out.
One enemy remaining.
Mmm.
Drop in a smoke. Placing swarm grenade.
Switching sides.
Find the weakest link and kick him in the shin.
Quite interesting to see.
Wasn't even close.
That's aura.
Let's go. When y'all see Cocoa Puffs, leave them for me.
Spike down A.
Drop in a smoke. Reloading.
85 right now.
One dead.
Spike planted. One enemy remaining.
Oh,
Dizzy's up top. My buddy's defusing.
Heaven.
where's the? Oh.
Oh nah. What's she doing?
I got you.
She really jumped out the window with like
Just let them try.
with aura.
The aura.
No peeking.
Oh, they got a fucking gun. What I had. I don't know what it is.
Spike planted.
Not ready yet.
Last
One
player
shot.
standing. Team Ace.
You know, I'm glad we failed as a team, you know? I thought it was just me.
Where are we going this
But I
time?
definitely sold
Wonder what worked in the past.
bad.
Okay, bro.
Oh, he seems
Like,
like
God
to
should
yeah.
smite me down after seeing that shit.
He's got a problem with that. He's got a lot of cons, trust me. Post needs a lot of
I'm rocking
work.
shorty this round, playing like the little loser. Oh,
Can you just press
hell
tab for me real quick?
nah.
Tab.
Help me! I'll get one.
Can you just press tab for me?
I didn't get one! I didn't get one!
Spike planted.
Reloading. Turn out. Turret destroyed.
Last player standing. Team Ace.
Holy fuck.
I'm not gonna lie, I think they lose, to be honest, off this round. They should have saved, but 4 of them bought. He's the only one that saved. Like,
You know,
they
whoever
kind of half
forfeited-
bought, but
Damn,
still.
who?
Like,
Yeah, I don't blame y'all, man.
it's
That
gonna
shit
be,
was
it's
some
gonna be
sad
rough,
ass
I think,
gameplay from
after
your
that.
boy.
Because they lose 2 rounds. They pretty much lose
It
3
was just
rounds
bad
out of 2.
timing. As soon as I walked in this
You get
smoke, they were all
eco
walking
plus
out.
that
I
round
just
right now.
finally shot that shorty. I hit Reyna for 21 though.
But
Let me relock in real quick.
they should all have a full buy here, which they have like a half buy, but still. Their economy's out of whack, in my opinion.
They haven't faked the set, so they'll probably just hit C. Yeah, they're already planning C.
Spike planted.
No, what? Get him! Get him!
One enemy remaining.
Mmm.
No peeking.
Mmm.
Oh no, you don't deserve my inventions.
The symphony of death. Don't worry, you get used to it.
I'm here to stay. Drop in a smoke.
I got motion in. Turning. He's in the smoke.
Spike planted. One enemy remaining.
Good trade. That's what I'm talking about, cheeseburger.
This team's kind of bailing him out, to be honest.
My ultimate is ready. You don't deserve my invention.
Reloading. Let's reset. Deep breaths and all that.
I just realized I'm a Phantom player.
Aura.
Spike down mid.
Oh my god. I'm not a Phantom player.
What the?
Last player standing. Spike planted.
Variable removed. Dropping smokes. Placing sentry. Turrets destroyed.
One enemy remaining.
Let's try.
My ult is ready.
But are they us?
So many questions.
I wanted to be broke, so I could show my pure dominance with my knives. Watch this.
Hello, Aura.
I just accidentally threw a smoke. I lost all my aura right there.
Oh shit.
Actually, because I only need one smoke.
No peeking.
Healer down.
Oh, I stole it. I'm ass.
One enemy remaining. Spike down. C.
One of these.
Crunch.
Drop in a smoke.
Last player standing.
Back like I never
Last
left.
player standing.
120, 120.
Mmm.
I'm off. Oh my
Back
god.
like I never left.
Alright, lucky socks. Don't
Hmm?
fail me now. Come on then!
Be faster. Your fault. Enemy spotted me.
Damn.
Who's next?
You will not kill my ally. Enemy spotted me.
Good spray. I got 12 bullets. All I need is 3.
Pretty sage on site.
That ain't cool, man.
Dude, we
That'll
just
give me
let the
some
same
time.
do that, bro.
Spike planted.
What the fuck?
One enemy remaining.
down. Enemy spotted A.
Last player standing.
Let's go, make rib. That was all for you, man. My goat. My make to my rib. That's my dog.
Oh no, you don't deserve my inventions.
Match point.
Once we win, just dump all your tech in my lab. I'll fix it up.
I turned on toggle. They're stacking C.
Reyna A.
My bad, I'm dyslexic. And then A.
Dropping smokes.
Finding it.
Spike planted.
Wait, Brim smokes. He's already smoked. There's one hell for sure.
Damn.
Healer down.
Last player standing.
I'm so dog shit. Someone locked me up, tie my hands behind my.
What
I
the
don't know
fuck?
else.
I can hold an area pretty well myself. Make sure to cover the angles I can't.
I'm gonna save.
Me too. I'm saving.
Okay, he's got a
Sure.
big communication issue.
This time I'll get us one. Don't even worry.
He's just starting A every time, backside. Doesn't even want to go fight A lobby or short, which is AFK.
Mid. C. I can't hear.
Shut up, people, shut up.
Peeking. My ultimate initiated.
How was that jet not?
Bro,
dead?
96 to fucking Sova.
Dropping a smoke.
Last player standing.
Pew pew.
That's right.
I'm the last thing they'll see before they die.
There was a world there. I win that.
This is a back and forth team. They going A.
So,
This guy, I would not be. If
Trust.
they lose this round, they're
I
going to
know.
overtime pretty much. We'll see if his team can bail him out, to be honest. He's getting carried really hard. Like, he's getting kills, but doesn't mean he's carrying. He'll get 1 kill, 2 kills. It doesn't mean you're carrying. Like, what he's doing, his production is just on the ground level.
what's that? What's in B?
Dropping a smoke.
Spike planted.
No peeking. Reloading. Target down.
One enemy remaining.
Block in sight.
Wasn't even close.
Alright, GG.
GG, bro.
Team,
Too easy.
thanks for giving me aura.
For sure, bro.
There's a lot for him to understand. Alright, bro, let's get into it. Let me just get on the map real quick. I'll share my screen real quick. We'll probably briefly talk before we get started. Okay, there's a lot we have to go through, okay? I know I'm watching only one of your games, just one. Obviously, I would like to use the law of large numbers and watch you play 1,000 games. But, you know,
I've
Mhm.
got
not
all
enough
the
time for
time
that.
in the world.
Okay, but, you know, generally, I can get a sense of what people's problems are off watching a few rounds, okay? I'm gonna be, and It's not to bash you on stream. I never do. I always tell my students so they don't ever take it personally. You should never ever take what I say personally. You obviously
Oh,
came to
good.
me.
You're here to help me.
Yeah, exactly. You came to me. No, I'm just putting some ground rules down where we're both on the same page. Because
So,
some
are we gonna
students,
talk
not
about
all,
the empty
but a
locker
very
back
small
at
percent,
base?
they feel
The
offended.
one with the scratched
It's
out
very
eight?
small, less than
Anyone?
5%. But there are
No one?
one or two there. Okay, but
Okay.
I just let
My
people
ult
know
is
so that
ready.
they know where I'm at. It's not really. I don't really care. I'm not trying to ego you or anything. I'm here to help you.
No, no, no. I'm
I'm
here.
here
Yeah,
to
I'm here for help.
be brutally honest. Okay.
30 seconds
I'm
left.
brutally honest with all my students. That's just how I am. Just how I am in general. I've always been about the truth, of being objective. Okay. When I look at your game, bro, you have a big, big, big mental issue. As in, not mental problems. I don't think you have mental problems. I think you seem like
It's so fun.
a good
Yeah,
kid, but
yeah.
you have a focus problem. You have a communication problem. You don't really seem like you're playing this game in my eyes. You're just kind of AFK brain. Okay, and you'll see it in the VOD. Okay, you sat.
Like the autopilot.
It's worse than autopilot. Autopilot, at least you'll go.
Worse? Oh no.
Yeah, yeah. Autopilot, at least you'll go and try to do something on autopilot. Go fight this guy AFK. You are literally 8 out of 12 rounds on defense specifically. Attack, same thing. You're just here. How many times? I'll ask you. How many times were you here? In your mind, how many times were
Like
you here sitting AFK by yourself doing nothing?
probably a lot
A
on the second
lot.
half.
A lot. Way too much, where it's worse than autopilot. Autopilot at least would, to me, is they'll start short, start of the round, they'll automatically go away, start short and look for a fight, or run it down, but it's worse. It's just I don't know if you're in deep thought or you're just kind of getting distracted or you're just not thinking or whatnot, but you're just here AFK brain, like AFK. You were on your stinger here one round, you're like, what are you doing? Right? Like, and I'm being tough on you so you can understand. Okay? Because this is not how
Yeah.
you play Valorant. Okay? You need to go and do something. Okay? And also, and we'll get there with the specific rounds. I don't want to, sound like I'm, berating you. I'm not. I'm just, I
No,
have
you're
this
good. You're
tone
good. You're good.
because to me, this is silly. Okay? You're a plat player, and I'm going to be brutally honest. There are some gold players that do way more than you, and they're stuck in gold. Okay? So I'm not trying to say you're a bad player, but there's a standard. Okay, once you're diamond, peak, plat peak, whatever. Okay, if you want, and I asked you the question, you said you don't know what you want, which is quite important as well, but we'll get there. But you need to be having a standard not only for you know the overall game, but how you play. Don't you find it silly that you're just sitting here, just playing with your cock, just doing nothing, right? Like, in a sports team or something in a sports world, you'll never do that. If it was a soccer game, well, I hope not, right? You wouldn't just sit in the middle of the
Yeah.
field picking your ass. You gotta go, cover somebody, pass the ball, get open, run, play defense, play offense, help, attack, whatever it is. Football is the same. I was an athlete my whole life, same thing. You're not just gonna stand around, not run a route because you're not getting the ball. Okay, you're gonna go down the field, 100% effort to clear the DB so that the running back can get some space. Whatever it is, run a route for the other receiver that's gonna be open. Okay, you need to put in some effort here. Is my opinion. Okay, I just feel like you're just way too not lost, like a little bit lost, but it's just AFK. Like, it's silly to me. But yeah, so that's probably the biggest problem. You're not locked in, I should say. You're not focused. You're not willing to win. Because I'll be brutally honest again, you got hard carried. Okay, you got bailed out like super hard this game,
Yeah,
and
lucky.
like you did nothing in my eyes. To be honest, you got 1, 2 kills, which and I think your aim is good. Your aim is not the issue. It's your mental game. It's the mental side. You need to stay the lock fucked in, bro. You need to have a checklist, a protocol, develop your brain, not in the physical sense, but the mental sense where you can now pick up on this experience because you staying AFK is not helping you grow and getting better at this game. You're not experiencing anything. You're just letting your team carry you. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, you started back here. They went C. You didn't even try to clear anything. Go down, see if anyone's down here. He could have lurked up. Okay, let me start A. Most people would start A and then back up. You just automatically, you never went past this a lot of the times. Not saying all the time, but a lot of the times where you're not developing your game sense. And this is I tell all my students, I don't know how many times you've watched my vlogs, but I say it every session, okay? Aim is secondary to all these things. You gotta develop your game, your mental game, your game sense, understanding concepts like entering, retaking, scaling, okay? Contact, default, fakes, rotations. You gotta understand, not just know them. You gotta understand these things in depth to the T, 100%. So that way you can apply it in situations where it's used, or anchoring for defense side, fighting for sight. You gotta know when to do this stuff. Because I think your aim is the best trait out of all these categories. Okay, this is you're in the common factor where most people focus on their aim. That's all they focus on, and you've heard the term all aim, no brain, right? So um, I'm not saying that you're dumb. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying in terms of Valorant, you haven't developed your skill set to becoming a good, solid, consistent player. Yeah, you're plat
Yeah.
and diamond. You probably peaked it through aim and just getting carried a little bit from what I can see. But you're not hard. You may have everyone has games where they kind of carry too, but the best players consistently drop 30 every game. Match MVP does not matter what elo. Okay, that shows to me that you are consistent and a solid player, right? That's what solid means. You're solid. It's every time. But um, from what I can see, it's lacking a bit, and that's fine. We can get it there. We can get it up. It's not a big issue. But I need to address this very, very sternly, because if you do not fix
I
this,
understand that.
you will be the same forever. And there's a quote I always use is grow or die. You're either gonna stay the same, okay, whether you think you're diamond player or you peak diamond one time, doesn't matter, okay? Stay the same, okay, and get left behind where eventually you'll turn to a gold player because everyone's improving and you're not. Or you can grow as well and not get left behind. So you get to choose. I don't force you to choose that. Okay, you have to choose that. You came to me for help. I will guide you in the best way I can. In my best effort. My DMs are always open to my students. They talk to me, they call me, whatever. I'm always hosting 10 mans in events where we're talking. Okay, so keep that in mind as well. But so that's something I have
Mm.
to address off the bat. You need to stay locked in, super 100% all the time. You're getting carried away with the conversation with what Jet's saying. This and that. You're like, yeah, 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 yeah. Oh, you're just kind of playing with him. Like in terms of the mental, you're just focusing on what he's saying and stuff, and that's it. And you think it's funny, and then you like reply, and that's it. But instead of doing that, why not focus on the game? Why not tell your team what they need to hear, the information they need to be fed? Guys, 1A. Yo, they're not on A. Yo, I got A on lock. Okay, whatever. They could go C. Let me smoke for you. Call for a smoke. Like, you can do so much more than just AFK, listening to Jet, talking with them, and not even focusing on the game. For me, that's all it is. It's like a lack of focus, a lack of effort in that sense. Okay, and we'll get there when all these rounds come, because that is the main thing that keeps repeating. You're just AFK. And I'm not saying AFK just sitting in a corner, but just mentally you're zoned out. You're not locked into the scenario, the round, what you need for your team to win the round, what you need for you to do to get 2, 3 kills to win the round, or IGLing, being a leader, feeding them information. You're not actually playing the game. You're just going through the motions of queuing for a rank. You're here, just kind of walking around. Okay, that's it. Your team will do all the work. They go see, you start running there. There's no thought process. There's no layers of thinking, and that's fine. I used to be like that too. But it's not genetics. It's a skill. You must actively first address that you have this problem. Second is that you must build upon this through mistakes and learning. It's not by winning that you grow. It's by losing, by making mistakes, by failing, that you must grow and learn from these mistakes to build upon what you already know. So keep that in mind as well. Okay, so that's that. I have to address that right away. Okay, that's the biggest thing that we have to address, or you will never understand fully what I'm saying in terms of the round specifics, these advanced intermediate concepts that we're going to talk about. Okay, because I don't treat my students when they come to me and he's like, oh, I'm a silver player, like, oh yeah, you're a silver player, moron. Like, I don't treat them like that. Okay, how I treat all my students is, you come to me for help, I'm gonna help you understand what it is or what it's like to be and think like a high level player. I'm gonna get you ready for when you are climbing and when you do get to that point. Okay, so that's how I treat all my students. I don't care if you're plat. There's so many students that I have plat that are plat, and I tell them, yo, your aim is so and it's true. It's objectively true, and it's true because they come play the 10 mans and there's lobbies with all immortals and they shit on them. They drop 30 and they're a plat player. Obviously, other things hold them behind, like game sense is still not up to par. But aim mechanics specifically, it's like on a ascendant immortal level, and I tell them like, yo, your aim is so good. If we just work on these other small things mentally, refine it, no fear, having no fear, communicating well, using our brain in terms of the game, you know, like, we'll get into that. But when we work on that, like, I tell them you'll be a fucking really solid player, and that's what I'm seeing right now. These guys come to 10 mans that are plat, and they're just shitting on ascendant players, and all the ascendant players, all the immortal players are like, they're first picking these plat players, right? There's that one guy named Trillion Soviet that come all the time. He's gold and he's dropping 25 on these ascendant and immortal players. They're just first picking him all the time, right? So there's other factors on why he's gold, like he doesn't get to play every day, stuff like that. But he's got work every day. But that's how I treat my students, and that's how I'll treat you, because um, that's the only way you'll become a high level player, is by understanding the mind of a. And I'm not saying I'm a Radiant player. I wasn't. I'm peak Immortal 3. Okay, but still, I've been top 200 in multiple games. So I know what. And I've been a pro gamer in StarCraft 2 when I was 14. I'm 30 years old now. So I know what it's like. I used to get sent out to MLG Anaheim 2012. I know what it's like. I know what needs to be done to becoming top 200, to be networking with top 50 players, to having them respect my game. Okay, it takes more than just going through the motions, sitting around, letting things happen. You gotta go and take it, and that's why I asked you a question, and and just be ready. The session is gonna be, I think, a little bit more of a deep dive. But I asked you a question. What do you want? And you said, I don't know. Okay, that's not good enough to me. Okay, if you want to improve, that is not good enough. Okay, most students that come to me and I ask them this question, most, as in 70%, 80%, when I ask them this question, they go, I want to get good. I want to bang with good players. I want to become consistent. I want to be immortal. There's a goal. There's an end goal. I want to be immortal. I want to rank up 5 times. I want to be 5 ranks above where I am. Okay, but you had no goal. That shows to me that you have no purpose, no focus. You don't even know what you want. You're just like, I just want to get a little bit better. Like, what does that mean? Do you want to be 1 rank up? Right? Like, it's just, to me, it's, there's no purpose behind what you're saying. So, um, and there will be a follow-up question at the end, but you got to know what you want. Okay, that's the most important. You cannot start improving without knowing what you want. If you want to be a casual player, there's no point in knowing what you want. But if you want to be a good player, okay, if you want to be the best of the best, if you want to try and go and get that goal, okay, or being immortal, ascendant, whatever it is, okay, there's a price to pay. You need to understand this. There's a price to pay. It's a very big price to be the best. Okay, and it's time to now start thinking about edge. It's not about playing or ranking up. Okay,
Yes.
nobody cares about rank. I don't care about rank. I never ask for track or anything because it's not important. Somebody can tell me there's. You don't know how many students I've had. They're ascendant, EU immortal, EU NA, EU immortal, and they're dog shit. Okay, they don't know nothing. They don't even know some concepts that we're gonna talk about today. Okay, so, and that to me shows me that rank does not mean anything at all. Your true skill matters to me. Okay, and it can go both ways, where one guy's like ascendant and his true skill is lower. He's actually a diamond true skill, but he got lucky, or he got boosted, whatever, bought an account, or he's an ascendant player where his true skill is higher. We can say it on the plat, like he's a plat player, like those students I told you, where their true skill is like a mortal ascendant, but some other things are holding them back, like time, mental, tilting,
Mm.
ego. Okay, so it goes both ways, but what I'm trying to help you focus on is your true skill. I understand you're a peak diamond, but to me, I'm being very honest, and it's not to hurt you or anything. You're not to me. Okay? You're not showing me you are through what you know, how you're playing, your effort, communication, padding, utility usage, all of these things, game sense. Okay, you're not doing anything. You didn't talk all game. You'll call the common stuff like one Reina A main. Okay, we all know this is a flash, but do something else. Tell me, yo, start here. Yo, Reina flash A main, and you repeat. Oh, nothing here, guys. Could be up short. I got A. You gotta think on multiple layers to becoming a high level player. Okay, you're just sitting here, and you're just using the information that everybody knows. Everybody sees a flash there. Okay. Also, before we move on, you have a big mini-map issue. So if you want my settings, I can send it to you. No problem. A lot of my students do. I send them my settings for the mini-map, and they love it because I can see the whole map without any problems. Because you're only seeing about 2/3, right? It's hard to see what's going on across the map, right? So if you want these settings, you can. Let me know. But most students do want it, and they still use it, and they really love it because they'll be like, oh, I just improved off my awareness improved off just using your mini map because I can see the whole map. I can read the board. But for you, you're only seeing like 2/3 up to here when you're on A. You don't know what the hell's going on C. So that's maybe why your awareness is lacking because of your mini map. So you got to be a player where you're accounting for everything, every space. How long has this space been open? There could be a lurker there, stuff like that. Okay, but that's that. So we'll move on from that point. We'll start with your general notes. It's quite thick. Your cons are quite lengthy because of what I saw. I know it's one game, but still, this will probably be a general factor in all your games if I'm seeing it. Especially when I'm watching you. Most students try hard when I'm watching them because they know it's gonna be on stream. There's gonna be a VOD. But for me, it
Mm.
just seems like for you, and I'm not bashing you again. It just seems very lackadaisical. You just don't care. That's what you're locked out. Whatever. I'm just sitting here. That's it. Right? But that's why I'm here for you. I gotta give you the hard truth, break you down a little bit, and then bring you back up. Cause I've been there too. I never started as an Immortal 3. I solo queued to Immortal 3 on and off. I didn't play this game 5 years straight. I played it when the game came out. I played beta for 3 months. Game came out, played for like 6 months straight, got to Diamond. Okay, and then I just quit for a year and then came back, played another 3 months, 4 months, and that was the cycle for me. But I still got to Immortal without playing by myself, by putting in the work, okay, and understanding that you gotta change the way you think. Okay, you can't just stay on the same
Mm.
wave of thought process. Okay, and
Mm.
it's a little bit of getting creative too and getting things wrong. That's the most important thing. People think that winning equals improving. It's not. Winning is a byproduct of who you are. If you are a good Radiant, true skill player, you're gonna have an 80% win rate. You are gonna get to Radiant. Okay? So many people are just caught up on the rank that they get stuck because that's all they're focusing on is winning, winning. I need to win this game. Win. Fuck, we didn't win. Fucking teammates suck. Fuck, win, win. But they don't take away from anything as in the losses. They don't improve
Mm.
upon these things. They don't actively be critical, hard on themselves. Not saying that you're like tell yourself you're an idiot like that, but being like, fuck, I fucked this up. Like taking accountability. I fucked this up. Fuck.
Yeah.
I should have killed 3 here, but I only got one and I lost the round for my team. Maybe I should clutch this 1v2. Whatever it is all situational, but this is quite important to being taking accountability. And I think you're a smart kid. I don't think you're dumb at all. Most of my
No,
students,
no.
yeah, yeah, and I'm just letting you know. I think most of my students come to me and they always are a little bit too harsh on themselves. But I just always tell them you have potential to being good. It's on you. It's you versus you. It's not you versus me or me and you
Mm.
versus the world. It's you. It's really on you. Okay, you gotta go and grab what you want, not just in Valorant, but in life as well. So, I failed a lot. I've tried to go pro 3 times in 3 different games. Okay, I failed every time, but I've learned through life, and the experiences it gave me is endless. I'm so happy with my life through failing. So, because I wouldn't trade it for anything else because I've learned so much. This is who I am now because of the failing. So that's how you have to kind of look at it as well. You gotta kind of trust the process as well. It's gonna be a long, long road. Okay, but we can definitely get you there. So okay, let's move on. So let's go to your general notes. So uh, let's start with your cons. Okay, I always start with cons first. I always tell my students, not just you, your cons are always gonna be much lengthier than your pros. Okay, especially when you're improving. Because if you're doing something right, I don't really care. Just keep doing it right, keep improving upon it. Don't forget about it, and that's that. Okay, I'm focusing on what you're doing wrong, so that way you can learn and get better, grow. Okay, let's grow and not die. So next thing is sorry, right here. So comms. Okay, this is probably your biggest weakness. Even though you do talk in quotation, like with your team about random shit, okay, it's way too quiet. Okay, and I'll just briefly rank these for you. I actually think your aim is your best trait. Okay, that's the common thing with all students. I'm not just saying that because just the easiest thing to say. It's not true. Okay, you actually had good shots, good micro adjustments, good flicking, but you're relying too much on your aim. You're looking for fights that are unnecessary. You're not playing smart. You're out in the open, caught flat-footed so many times. Yeah, you get 1, 2 kills, but that's not good enough. Especially in this elo, you need to be 1v4ing every single round. That to me shows me you're a good player. Okay, you're also negative. I don't focus on score or results of the game or the rounds, but still, sometimes I'll bring it up for you to understand. Okay, you were negative the whole game. The team kind of bailed you out a lot of the rounds. Um, where you did nothing. You maybe have thrown a smoke there, but you're more than a smoke agent. You're a fifth of the team. You have to think about it like that. Oh, just because I'm smokes, that's all I do. No, it's wrong. You gotta put in some value, some production for your team. So first thing first is uh, comms needs to tell them when and how to execute. Too quiet. Okay. This
Mm.
was a note where on attack specifically, because we had started on attack first. I went top down usually. That's how I write my notes. Um, you guys are just running it down. You're running it down. You're not saying anything. You gotta make plans in this game. This is a tactical shooter, right? Tactical. Okay, it means you gotta think, use your brain. Okay, think about it in a real SWAT effort. You think in a SWAT team, they're gonna be silent, all breaking down a door, running in, just not even saying, "I got your back, I got this." Nothing. They're just all going, looking, just by themselves. No, bro. They're gonna be fucking. I got your back. Yo, look left, right here. Yo, clear, clear. This room's clear. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, watch this. Be careful here, man. I got your back. They're putting their hands on their back, stuff like that, so that they're all on the same page. So that's not just a communication thing. It's also an action thing as well. But it is mostly communication. So you need to tell them, because traditionally in this game, you know what IGL means, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the in-game leader. So in-game leader. It's written how it's said. It's in-game leader. So you got to be a leader. So usually traditionally the IGL is the smokes player, sentinel player. Sometimes initiator, so mostly too. Very rarely is a duelist. In pro play. Okay, ranked anyone can be an IGL. That's the beauty of ranked. Okay, does not matter what the hell agent you are or role. Okay, you need to be that guy to be the leader to lead your team, not just specifically one round. You need to do it consistently every round, every game to lead your team to win. Because you know why? The best players in the lobbies always direct their teams because they know best, right? They're the best player. They know what to do.
Mm.
So that's why they are the ones that usually will tell their, not in a toxic way, but in a directive way where they're like, hey guys, let's group up right now. Go right here. Yo, we killed the guy on site. Go, go, go. Last three on C, last three. Right. They know. They're super hyper aware. They're sensitive to information. That's what leaders do. They're able to process information, gather it, process it, and tell his team what the fuck they need to do. Okay, so we gotta be a leader. Adopt this mindset. Be a leader. Don't be a follower, because you're a follower. Okay, I'm not saying you are in life. I'm just saying in Valorant. Um, they're going
Yeah,
up
yeah, I
A,
know, I
and
know, I know.
I just gotta make sure, because everyone's a little bit different. Some people will feel like I'm
Yeah,
personally
yeah.
attacking them. But you're a smart kid, so it's
No, no,
fine.
no, no, no.
But you're just following them. They're going A, and that's it. Okay, you can also have a voice as well. Tell them, guys, let's go A. Let's go 4 long, 1 short. Okay, short guy come late, whatever, anything situational. Guys, let's split C. Go two garage, 3 long. Okay, I'm gonna smoke for you. Let me know when you're in garage. I'm gonna smoke. Okay, it's like being assertive, being certain in our language. It's like leading them, directing them to win. Even though you may feel like you don't have impact, I wouldn't care if you're 5 and 30. Okay, score, and you're doing that, and communicating, and actively thinking about the rounds. Okay, what do I need? Okay, they're stacking C, guys, like telling your team, guys, they're just rotating where we're going. Okay, can we run a fake? 2 guys stay here with the drone, with the Reyna, throw a flash in the drone. Okay, me, someone else, this and that. We're gonna stand here, wait for the lurks. One person sit mid. We're gonna walk up while you guys are doing this, gain some space, right? So it's all situational,
Mm.
obviously, but this is how you have to play the game. You can't just be like your teammates going, you're like, and that's it. Okay, because you need to be, as a leader, you need to identify what the fuck's going on. If you guys are going here and you hear three or see 3 pieces of utility which separates 3 different agents, you need to be the guy, like, get the fuck out right now. Our chances of going on this site, or the risk of us winning this round is too low. We need to get out and take the 5v2 on C, or the 5v1 on C, instead of a 5v3 on A, where they can sit in corners and get 2 each and we lose the round. Okay, so you gotta adopt this thing in your game, and I think you can. Okay, because you're taking accountability. Someone that could not take accountability, I would kind of lose hope. I'd be like, okay, I don't think this guy can do it, but you can take accountability. So that means you're willing to improve, willing to get better. So that's good. I really admire that. Okay, so that's that. So off this note, needs to tell his team when and how to execute, as in plan overall on attack. And then we'll get through the concepts when we're going through these specific rounds. I'll explain to them more, but there aren't many. That's the beauty of Valorant, where it's not like a mobile game or a real-time strategy game where there's like 20 different opening builds plus this build in the mid game versus in StarCraft or Dota. It's like uh, there's so many combination of heroes. There's a protocol when you have this type of comp versus this type. You're gonna push early, or you're gonna be a late game team, or early game team, or a mid game team, timing team, stuff like that. But Valorant is super super simple in that sense. It's a complex game, but in that sense, there's only that so many concepts. we can run a default, okay, where we spread up across the map, control space, group up, kill people, find the weak side, hit that site together, contact, we walk up, no noise, make sure that we don't just run up so they can hear us. Okay, there's fakes. We set up 2 3 pieces of key pieces of agents where it can sell a fake, throwing smokes, drone, flash, whatever, and then we execute and we have the site for free. Rehit is another concept where we can start C, make a bunch of fucking noise. Okay, they start rotating here, we run off, pretend like we're coming out, we walk back, these guys start running A because we're rotating. We may even have a lurker here that makes noise to signify that we've rotated all the way A. Then they're even more like, we sold it even more. They're like, oh fuck, they're going A, they're going A. So they leave C and we just walk up C for free. There's not so many concepts. There's contacting, default, fakes, rehits, inserting lurks, double fakes. Like there's less than 10, right? But those are the baseline where, and that's what pros do. They use these simple concepts, but they make it more advanced through creativity, to understanding how the enemy plays, not just as a team, but individually that player as well. So, and I'll briefly touch on this. You probably had you've probably experienced this where, ranked is all randoms, but still, the enemy team, you're on defense, and the enemy team just starts running it down every round for 12 rounds in a row, right? They just pick a side and just go.
Yeah.
And I'm sure you've experienced a team where, they start C, they start running A, and then they end, they come back mid, and then they end C. It's like a really dizzy shit. You're just like, what the fuck are these guys doing? Right? They're just running around, and you guys are just reacting to them, right? I'm sure you've experienced that as well, right? So it's not only important to know how they play as a team and as a whole, but you gotta
Hmm.
know how individually you play. As in, let's say they do that stuff where they run around, but then you identify, yo, the Cypher is just always sitting mid. Yo, the Reyna's just holding C long every time, so they think come back and try to get some. He's trying to lurk back up, right? So you gotta add these together: tendencies, patterns, and frequencies. The number in which how often they do it is quite important in this game. I'm not sure how old you are, but it's kind of like poker. It's kind of like all these mental games like chess, okay, where it's quite important to know their patterns, tendencies, what they like to do, and how often they do it. Okay, that will make you a even more higher level thinker. Okay, so that's that. Let's move on. I know I'm yapping a little bit, but I feel like you do need this, in my opinion.
You're good.
Uh,
You're good. I'm here
uh,
for help.
Yep, yep. No, and it's not even about that. It's just, yeah, it's just I feel like for you, we need to work on the ground up. So you really gotta understand how Valorant works. It's not just 5 guns run it down. That's it. Hey, it's way more complex. This game was built and made and copied from Counter-Strike. Like Counter-Strike is the most advanced tactical shooter. There's so many fucking strategies you can do. The maps are so much more creative than these pieces of shit Valorant maps. Okay, so Counter Strike this is from Counter Strike. It's a tactical shooter at the end of the day. So we gotta keep that in mind.
Yeah.
Okay, uh, uh, as simple as it is, it's a dumbed down version of Counter Strike. But if you play Counter Strike and try to get good at it, bro, like it takes 20 years to get good at that game. Some of those pros have been playing since they were 10 years old. And then now they spent 15 years of playing. So Valorant is different where anyone can kill anyone. But in Counter Strike, if you get your level good enough, nobody can kill you. That's the beauty of Counter Strike versus Valorant. Super high ceiling. Valorant is a low ceiling game. Okay, that's why it's easy to improve. It's easy to get to immortal, but you gotta separate yourself. Okay, so next thing is needs to make plans better with team and concepts. He he's so that's kind of ties into that as well. Make plans, guys. We won't go too crazy. 2 garage, 3 C long, 1 C long, 4 garage. Split B, do 2 garage, 3 down B main. Split A, 4 long, 1 short, 4 short, 1 long, whatever it is. Doesn't matter. It's situational. You can get creative with it. There's no set rule on how many people have to go where. That's the beauty of it. You need to develop your own playbook, if you may will. Okay, you gotta develop your own game sense, and it's one thing to know these concepts. It's another to apply them correctly in the moment when you need them. Okay, so you gotta understand how enemy tendencies work for you to apply these concepts. Okay, if they're full rotating wherever we're going, we're gonna have to run a fake or contact here and then end somewhere else. Okay, or they're just sitting 1 1 1 2 2, like they're just not moving because we've been defaulting for the last 10 rounds because they're scared. Okay, we need to start rushing them. Okay, so this is something you gotta actively think about and be creative. It's all about creativity. That's how I got good at it. It's not like I read a book and there's like all on C long or C split. You gotta go 2 here. Okay, it's trial and error. You gotta put yourself through the fire to get to build this skill. It's a skill. It's not genetics. So it's a skill. Okay. Next thing is he actually is getting caught. I don't think I've ever wrote this note before. Okay. He actually is getting caught up with teammates about nothing instead of focusing on the game and what he needs to do to win the rounds. You're literally getting caught up in conversation, and I'm not saying you can never. There are times where I do that too, where it's funny, we're just shooting the shit, whatever, we're a little banter here and there. But still, you're getting so immersed in what only he's saying and what it's about nothing. Right? I can't even remember what he was talking about. To be honest, I can't forget what he kept saying. He's like, I'm something something. I can't remember.
Yeah, he's talking about aura.
Yeah, aura. He's like, I got aura. You got aura. I'm like, bro, like, to me, that's super annoying. To me. Okay, everyone's a little bit different, but to
Yeah.
me, I'm a guy where I'm so locked in about winning and dominating the other team that I don't give a fuck what these guys. Usually, I actually get tilted sometimes, which is bad probably, but when they're just the whole team is just yapping like about nothing and just goofing around, I just can't take them seriously. I just mute them. I just mute them all. I just play by myself because I'm a player that I don't need comms. I'm that aware that I don't need people to tell me what to do. I can do it on my own and honestly help my teams without them telling me as well because I'm that aware of the minimap. I'm that aware of my protocol. I'm that aware of my role. With I don't need comms. Okay, I'm at that level now. But obviously that's not a good thing to do. Just turn off comms. I would not recommend that. But for me, I find that stuff really annoying because it to me it shows me that they're not taking it as seriously as I am, and obviously taking it too seriously is bad too. But still, there needs to be a level, a good sweet spot where a little banter is fine, stuff like that's
Yeah.
funny, and also everybody is trying. You got to keep them focused because you guys started slipping away at the end. You guys could have easily lost that game, easily, right? But obviously we're not thinking about the results. Doesn't really matter. But still, I'm thinking about in
I
future
was
reference. Yeah, go ahead.
I was just gonna say like I tried keeping like the team morale high, which was
Right.
probably why I was responding to
Right,
him.
right. But in my eyes and my opinions, that's not even keeping team morale high. Keeping team morale high would be like, guys, even when you lose around, be like, guys, it's all good. Lock in. We're good. Well, you lose attacks like we went on defense. We went on defense. Stay locked in. We're good. We're good. We're good. Right? That's keeping team morale up. You talking about aura is not keeping because nobody else cared but you two.
That sounds so dumb, bro.
Right? But you know what I mean though, right? Like it's
Yeah,
it's
yeah, it
it's like
sounds stupid.
like nobody cares about aura when you guys are trying to win. I'm sure the Reyna wasn't communicating, but he was probably like, "What the fuck are these guys doing?" Like he was trying so hard. Some of your teammates were trying so hard, and you and Jet were just goofing. Well, maybe not so much you. Your Jet was just goofing around, right? No, how can you take that guy seriously when he's like that all game? And then he's like, go, and let's say he's talking the same tone. He's like, look, guys, aura. If we go C, and then we go, hey, guys. Like, no one is gonna fucking listen to him. No one will respect him, right? So I'm just trying to help you on the future reference level where it doesn't slip away. Okay, you're not gonna lose games because of it. Okay, we're gonna kind of build our foundation well where you're locked in. No matter if it's a little friendly, I don't mind friendly banter, a little banter. It's funny, whatever. I get caught up in it too, but I still at the end of the day make sure we're locked in, guys. Okay, let's say it's pre-round, we banter, right? And I'll be like, guys, okay, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna go see. And I think too. I don't just call a random concept. I think I internalize. This is how I would think. I'd be like, okay, yo, fuck. What do I have to do here? They're just fucking destroying us when we go C. Maybe we have to go A, but maybe we can fake a C, because that way they'll think we're going C again. But then we end A. We'll insert two lurks, whatever it is, and then I tell my team, okay, guys, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna start C because they think we've been going C so much. It's gonna work. Okay, one guy sit mid for the walkouts. Okay, we're gonna start C with a drone. I'll double smoke it to sell it even more. Okay, and then we're gonna get the lurkers go up. We're gonna come up all the way
Right
here.
here.
Rainer, you're gonna flash or jet fake dash, whatever it is, on this wall. We're gonna make a bunch of fucking noise until you guys are up. Let us know when we're up, and then when you guys are up, tell us to rotate. We'll leave. Okay, that's usually how my thought process works. Obviously, that was super long. I do this in 2 seconds. I'm thinking like that. Okay, all that what I just said, and boom, boom, boom. Okay, this and this. My brain is internalizing this automatically as the new round gets set up, right? So I just explained it so you can kind of see how I'm thinking, but
Yeah.
it's in seconds, bro. Like 5 seconds, you should be thinking like that. Like everything done. Boom, 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 boom. This is this. This is how they like to play. This is how they're responding to us adjusting. This is how we will adjust. And you take it round by round. Obviously, you can't just make a concept and it's just boom. That's it forever. You gotta adjust in real time. It's a super flowy game. Okay, so that's that. We're kind of yapping, but it's important, I think, in my opinion. So caught up with teammates instead of nothing. Let's just focus on the game, and this is the easy way to think about it. Focus on what you need to do Focus on what you need to tell your team to do to win the round. Okay, play for the win. Okay, I understand it's fun too, but winning is fun. When you win a lot, it's super fun. Okay, that's what you have to think about. Okay, losing, and I know you hate losing. Everybody does, especially if you're competitive as fuck. Losing is the worst thing ever, unless you're taking things away from your mistakes in that loss. That's what it's for. But generally, winning is super fun. I know you've experienced it where you win 10 games in a row. You're like, yeah, this is sick. I'm ranking up, right? Like I've been there too, but uh, we gotta really start thinking about winning because it's a byproduct of our mental, really, what we know and how we play. Because if you're a good, solid player, you're gonna win regardless. It's just how it works, right? Um, Traditional sports, it doesn't matter what is it. If you work hard enough, if you get yourself to a level where you can dominate, you're gonna win every time. Okay, so that's that. So let's focus on the game. Next thing is needs to be a leader. Probably would like you to be a leader a little bit. Won't go too crazy on it. Lead them. They're not listening to you, they're not being cooperative, show them why they must follow you. Show them why they should follow you in the round and overall respect your calls. They're not gonna respect your calls when you get it 0% right, right? They're gonna respect your calls when you make 10 calls and 7 and 8 out of them work. Okay, not everyone is perfect where they get 100% calls correct. That's just not how it works. Okay, show them, okay, through actions, not just words, by being like, because I had a lot of bronze players, low level players, gold guys where they'll be here, I know it's stacked, and then they end up knowing it's stacked, and I'm like, tell them to rotate. They're like, rotate, guys, and then they're just here like this. You think they're ever gonna leave, especially at low level? No, they're just gonna stay here AFK. And I said, show them what. And I had one guy, he was like, oh, but if I tell them, they're not gonna listen. They don't quite. This is gold. I'm like, okay, I don't give a fuck if it's gold if they're not listening to you. Show them why it's free. So I told them it was on this map too. They started A. We saw a deadlock and a sage. And I'm like, rotate, tell him to rotate. He's like, no, 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 we're gonna take it. I was like, fine, sure. If you want to try it, go ahead. He goes up literally like 2 seconds later. He's like, oh fuck, we can't go. So I'm like, okay, tell him to rotate. He tells them to rotate. They don't rotate. Okay. And I'm like, show them why they need to leave now. Take your knife out and run. He runs like this all the way up long. I'm like, take your gun out. Obviously, clear these corners. Okay. He ends up getting up here. He cleared the whole site. There was nobody. And you'll just see his team just going pew 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 pew, pew, just all running toward the site. He didn't say anything at that point, right? So show them why they must follow you, not through words but actions. By showing them you're the best player. Humans are very primal. They will follow those that they believe are better than them, not physically but mentally. So you need to show them, be a leader. Okay, I need you to be this guy, this top dog, where you don't give a fuck what it takes. You're gonna do what it takes to win. Okay, so that's what leaders will do. They'll sacrifice themselves and kind of set their teams up. And if they don't follow them, they will show them why they must follow them. Okay, so that's that. Not feeding info if they're coming in or how many he hears. He needs to be more specific and detailed. Okay, this is more of a defensive note. You were sitting A or C or B, whatever, it doesn't matter what side. The whole point is that you're not communicating. Okay, they're coming in. You gotta tell them, guys, they darted. There's two running in. They are in. You back. Let's say you backed up. Guys, they're in right now, planting. There's a specific round I'll tell you. You were here. You backed up for the retake. They were planning, and the guy across the map, the jet, was like, they're planning on A. Like, how are you letting him tell you what's going on?
Wait, should I pull up your stream?
Oh fuck, sorry. Am I not showing it? Oh my god, sorry.
No,
I got
no,
so
you not.
I was so carried away. But yeah, I mean, it wasn't. I didn't show too much. I was just talking to you, but so you were on A, right? So you were here, right? And then you backed up, okay? And you, like, they were on site fully, like at least 3 to 4 I'm hearing, and they're planning the bomb, right? And the guy on C or mid is telling the team they're planning. Like, how are you letting him tell you what's going on around you? Right? That shows me that he's more aware than you. You're not aware. You need to tell them, okay, whether it's on A, B, C, or whatever, you need to tell them that they are coming in. You gotta tell them, guys, 3 up short. They're coming in. You run out because you're scared or whatever. Retake, play, retake. Come, A, run all right now. And then you need to be the one telling them, guys, it's planning. They're planning the bomb because the guy across the map is telling you that. You understand what I'm trying to say? So there's a
Yeah.
problem there. You need to be the guy in his position where you're telling your team what the hell's going on from across the map. You need to be that type of person. Okay, so keep that in mind. With that, so that note was just not feeding info when they're coming in or how many he hears. Okay, you sat backside and said, Reyna flash A, but that's it. That's all you know. How do you not know if there's 4 behind that flash, or 2, or 1, or 4, or 3? Doesn't matter. 5. Okay, you need to go and 100% make sure what you're seeing is accurate. Okay. Yes, the common knowledge is this one long because she used the utility that belongs to Reyna. We know that she's there, but what about everything else that's unknown? We don't know what the fuck's going on. Somebody could have TP'd across. Someone could have went short. Someone could. How many is long? You don't know, right? So that's what I'm trying to say is go and find out. Okay, and then feed your team, because it's not finding out is not just for yourself, it's for your team to be on the same page where they can understand the bigger picture. You're putting these small puzzle pieces together where they can see what the enemy is doing, especially on the defending side, because the defending side, I just had a student before you that he got it right. He's like, I was like, what's the difference? And he's like, defending side is a reactionary role, and it is true. You're reacting to the attackers. The attackers are the ones that control the tempo, right? Think about it like they have the ball. The bomb is the bomb, like a football team or a soccer team, okay, whatever it is. The attackers or the offense, right? Offense will control the tempo. They can run the ball 5 times in football, or 10, 20 times, or they can throw the ball 50 times if they wanted it in a row. But obviously there's a balance. But um, they control the tempo. Okay, so keep that in mind. That you need to be, as a defender, you need to be like 6, 7 steps ahead of what overall what they want to do or the possibilities that they can do. The attacker is easy. You just run down together. You're in a pack and you're 5v3 on a site max. There's never going to be more than 3 stacked unless they've made the read that you guys are rushing A 20 rounds in a row and they're like, okay, this time we're fed up. Stack fucking 5 on A right now. Okay, so you got to keep that in mind. Okay, you need to go and figure out what's going on with this small piece of information. He flashes, you look, there's no one there. Yo, it's just arena, it's just arena. Now your team can play accordingly, that they don't have to start leaning towards you and help you out. You can solo hold this as one guy. They can go somewhere else and do something else productive. Okay? So that's that. So yeah, that's that for comms. Let's move on. Okay, aim, didn't really have anything bad to say because you didn't use these other categories for you to portray your aim or to showcase your aim. You only showed me your aim when they're on site, you're coming to retake on C, and then you just kill 1 or 2. Like when it's easy, your whole team's coming out and you're just baiting them and you're coming out. Like you never once came out first, deleted 2, and keep the momentum and keep clearing these corners and fighting more. You just let your team come out, die. Obviously, you know where they are when they die. The enemy, the guy died here, and you came and killed the Sova because obviously he killed. You could see on the minimap, and he killed your teammate. Like you're just baiting your whole team. It's not even a soft bait at this point. It's a hard bait. You're always last one out on the retake. Okay, which you know is not a bad thing, but still, you shouldn't be always doing that. You should be at a point where you're ready to go out. Doesn't matter if you're first or whoever, and knowing what your protocol is. I gotta clear logs. Go backside, spam the spit. Okay, not here. Clear. Backside clear. Logs clear, guys. Default clear. Yo, they're all main. They're all main. You can start deducting what the fuck is going on after you do these protocols and checklists, and you will gain this, but it's through experience, through playing a lot, grinding, actively thinking about it. Okay, so you weren't able to show. I would have loved to see you use your aim more, but you're not using your movement, your game sense enough where you could go and hunt. You're behind 3 people, you shoot them from behind. They were C, and then you just ran A by yourself because you're like, yo, they're gonna go A, and then you sit in a corner and kill 3. Like you weren't showing me that stuff. You're just sitting, waiting for them to do whatever, and then go and try to get 1 or 2. Like that's not good enough to me. Okay, but overall, I think your aim is probably the best thing. Okay. Out of these categories, like it was clean shots. You're deleting people. It's really good. I wrote that in your pros as well, so don't worry. But next thing is utility usage. Tends to smoke too early. I actually think your utility usage is probably next. In terms of smoke usage, I would like you to use your decay a little bit more. You didn't use this all game. You know that, right?
Yeah, I think I used it like 3 times.
I'll give you the benefit of the doubt and say you use it 3 times, but I think you use this like almost never. You probably use it twice, maybe at most, but I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. We'll say you use it 3 times, but still, that's not enough. There's 24 rounds in regulation. You should have used this 24 times, okay? Because you're gonna buy it 24 times. Okay, so you need to deplete this every single round. Okay? That's not good enough. Okay, so tends to smoke too early. You guys are going up A. This is just a specific round. Happened all over the map. We'll get through there. You guys are here and you guys are smoking.
Dropping
You
smoke.
gotta smoke when they're ready to go in. Okay, ask them, call for my smokes. That's the best way you can ask, and they'll be like, okay, smoke now, and then you obviously should be ready to throw them. If you're not, you gotta quickly do it. It's just a little bit of a skill of getting good at this as you play more and more smokes. But they're too quick because one thing I'll explain, and before I say that, is like, you're running up here and you're like placing it, and then you lose
Smokes.
4 seconds. There's efficiency. Okay, at the higher levels, this time that you lose and keeping up the smokes longer is make or break sometimes. Okay, not all the time, but generally that's where a lot of the edge comes from. Just being super efficient and really good at these things, and proficiency and efficiency. But what I was gonna say is that your smokes dictate where they go, and I'm gonna start asking you some questions. So when we smoke here, where can they go?
Dropping smokes.
Where will the defenders go? Where would they play?
Probably backside.
Really? If they hear 5 of you
Yeah.
guys running up A and you smoke like this, they're gonna stay backside?
Oh no, they would probably hide. Like
Where?
what's that? Link?
Right here? Spawn? They call this
Yeah.
spawn, or well,
Yeah, spawn.
if you're on B, they'll call this A link, and that's C link. But if you're on A, they just call it spawn. So, but yeah, you're right. They'll go spawn. Why? I'm gonna ask you, and these are simple questions. Why do you think they'll go spawn when you're running it down A, 5 people, and your smokes are here?
Dropping smokes.
Because they're scared and they don't want to peek it
Sure.
when there's 5 people running up.
Okay. I'll give you the answer. Okay. It's because your smokes dictate where they can go up to. Okay. If you smoked here,
No
okay, and you
peeking.
ran down, they would not go across here if they're playing retake. Obviously, if they're fighting for sight, they're gonna come run out by themselves or together before you guys go up. But generally, and they don't do that at the high levels, they wait for their team. So maybe in your lobbies they run out one by one, but whatever. Okay, I'm trying to set you up to be a high level player. High level players wait where the smoke is. So if you smoke here, like this,
No
they're gonna
peeking.
take that space because high level people understand how important it is to maintain and keep getting space, because that's information where we don't have to clear here anymore. This guy is safe and now we can play here, whatever it is. But it can be on any site, any map. Your smokes as a controller player
Dropping a smoke.
dictate where they can go up till. That's how you have to think about it. Okay, if I smoke here and
Dropping
here,
a smoke.
they're not gonna be outside the smoke waiting for you to swing them. 5 people. They're gonna back up, play in the smoke, or even farther behind. So that's what you have to keep in mind. Your smokes really dictate where they go, or where they can take the space up into, because they're waiting for their team. They're playing retake. They're not gonna play by themselves. They're gonna play behind the smoke. So you gotta keep that in mind. Your smokes really control, and that's why it's in the name, controller. You control where they can go till with your smokes. That's the whole purpose
Dropping
of smokes.
smokes.
In Counter-Strike, it's different. Counter-Strike, everybody has a molly, flashbang, smokes, decoy grenade, whatever. They can have 2 flashbangs or a decoy with the flashbang. It doesn't matter. But in this game, it's different because it's a role specific. One person can only do it. In Counter-Strike, anyone can throw a flash, anyone can throw a smoke, anyone can throw a molly. Okay, that's the difference between Valorant and Counter-Strike. Okay, so you have to keep that in mind. Your job, not anyone else's. The controller's job is to dictate where they go. Okay, so you gotta keep
Dropping
that in mind.
smokes.
Okay, so your smokes really dictate that. Okay, so that's that. You're smoking too early. I would like you to wait up until the point
Right
you guys
here.
are executing. This is how you become a high level player. There, you tell them, guys, let me know when I can throw my smokes out, and you be ready here. You just stay in this. Okay, just, you can even be a little bit far back. Your team starts running. You don't have to run out, because remember that round, you're running out here with your smokes in your hand. Your Reyna dies. You can't even trade him. Right? Just let your team go up with him. Let him do that. You should sit here, and a lot of the times, traditionally, the controller or the sentinel is the lurker, so you shouldn't actually even be with your team. If there's 4 here, you should be mid, actually. Okay, throw the smokes down and go late lurk mid. Okay, that's usually what you should do in ranked. Pro play as well, but still they do it on a different level, so it's more advanced. So but still, you should be here. You guys cross, okay, and then you wait here. They're going up. They're up here. They're going up together. 4 of them. You're by yourself. Okay, and then you tell them, guys, you guys ready? They're like, yes. Okay, then you obviously throw your smoke, but you tell them, and if they tell you, no, we're not ready, tell them, call for the smokes, bro. That's all you have to say, and they'll tell you, throw it now, because the duelists are the ones that go in. they need to tell you if they need the smokes or not, right? You're not gonna just throw it down when they don't need it. So you need to make sure you are on par with help, because you have to understand other roles as well. The duelist's role is a selfless role. They're going on the site with the team's help, the initiator, controller's help,
Mhm.
to smoke off, to use a dart back site, to use a drone, whatever it is situational, for them to clear the space for you guys to come and plan, and it's safe and nobody can shoot you in the back of the head. Okay, that's the duelist's role. So you need to help him and play off him. Yo, tell me when you need a smoke. Okay, he says no. I'd be like, I'm smoking. He's like, no, 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 wait, wait, wait. Like, okay, call for the smoke. He's like, okay, just give me a sec. Let me clear this corner. He clears this corner. He's like, now. Then you throw it
Dropping
down, obviously,
smokes.
right? And then you can go watch the flank, go late lurk, mid, whatever. Obviously, smokes, it's not a very, people think it's not a very impactful role. That's why people don't want to play, because they just throw smokes and then AFK. But that's not true. The smokes role is really important. You got to know how to use your smokes properly and when and effectively. And also, you become a really crucial part of the mid late game of the rounds, where you can lurk, fuck people up, start adding chaos to the enemies, where you're down mid, you killed one, you start snowballing into the link, you kill another one, and your whole team's coming out. Like, what are they gonna do? They have to choose to come back to fight you, or they have to go on the site and fight them. But they're gonna get pinched regardless. So they usually address the lurker, because he's by himself first. But that's how you have to think about it. The controller is actually a very sneaky role. You should throw your smokes down and then go and do something else productive, where you cause chaos, you make noise somewhere else. You just become a very nuisance to the enemy team, whether you're on a defense or attack. So you have to keep that in mind. Okay. The next thing is, so I wrote hasn't used the Cade one time, round 12. So in round 12, I'm like, he hasn't used it one time. I'm pretty sure. I could be wrong. That's why the VOD's there. If I do get it wrong, let me know. But I'm pretty sure you did not use it one time into round 12. So that's it. Next thing is, he also hasn't used it. He hasn't used alt one time. I don't think you used it one time in the whole game. Oh, actually, no, you did. You used it on C to clutch the round. Where, remember when you got traded out? You're standing here, and then the Reyna killed
Yeah.
you, and then you ulted. The Reyna kills your Reyna, and then you traded him. So that was great. But I think that no was more for like a early game, mid game. Like, you pretty much never used it. Um, or effectively or aggressively. When you have alt as a clove, you become a duelist. You can just run it down into a site, or on retake you go out first, they kill you, you alt, they trade the guy because they know where he is now, because through gun noises, question marks, whatever, and then you come alt and you start scaling even harder, you start coming down even harder, whether you die or not, you take space, you start running at this guy solo long, he's gonna start running away from you, and then he just defuses the bomb, stuff like that. So this is a super aggressive tool, because you got two chances of life, right? So um, super aggro type of utility. Okay. Let's move on. Movement and position. So that was the last note. He's playing solo a lot. Doesn't play off team, or let his team play off of him. Caught flat-footed. Oh, so we'll stop there. So he's playing solo a lot. This was more of an attacking note. Even defense can go both ways, to be honest. Bro, they would start mid or something, and it's because you guys don't have a plan. Nobody's directing anybody to do anything. You would come here. How many times did you come here and just try to fight this guy and die, or die?
A lot.
A lot.
I'm
Good.
not gonna lie. Yeah, a
Good
lot.
thing you've identified that. Good. A lot, bro. That's your main problem, was you're just by yourself on smokes, right? And I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna ask you. Why do you think them killing you is the worst thing possible for you, for your team? Sorry.
No smokes for my team.
Right. Let's say you die here. Yes, Clove is the only smokes agent that can smoke while she's dead, which is pretty retarded in my eyes. They should have never added this in the game, but it's just to dumb down people, to dumb down the role and for people to play the role. That's why they did it. Okay, but if you die here, even though you can smoke while you're dead, can you go smoke here?
No.
Can you go smoke here? Maybe here, but probably not toward across the map. We'll just say for layman's terms.
Yeah.
But so you can identify that. Good, you answered it correctly. This is the worst thing you can do as a controller, is feed first. Okay, dying last is actually an option and pretty much mandatory as a smokes or sentinel player, because their kit is so strong with holding down parts of the map, helping them take the map, or stuff like that, where they need to stay up, like Cypher Trips, Killjoy, Vice, even Initiator is the same thing. You don't want to die first on Initiator, because then it's hard for them to, maybe on defense not as important, but on attack, it's hard for him to help your duelist get in now. He can't breach stun with a flashback side or dart or drone or fade dot, whatever sky, whatever it is. Okay, so you have to understand your role. You gotta stay back behind. And I'm telling you right now, the controller role is a role where you can soft bait your teams. They will not care if you're last alive. Okay, because you're not a duelist. You don't need to go in first unless you have ult. Different story. You know, or like a sentinel, okay? They won't give a fuck if you just baited the whole team because you had to stay up. All you have to say is, bro, I've got to stay up for my smokes. What other argument is there, right? You gotta make sure you're up to keep smoking things off. So you're actually a soft baiting role. That's what you need to do. You weren't baiting at all on attack. You're going in first and feeding, griefing. This is a grief. Just dying is, and that's it. You gotta bait their ass. Okay, let the duelists take these fights. And also, I think it's because you don't understand the concept of lurking and information thoroughly as you may think. You going out here and dying when you're by yourself is just silly. You need to play patiently. Wait, let your team contact somewhere. Then you start walking out and making sure there's an element of surprise. They do not know you are here because they don't know you're here. But when you show them here, they're calling, yo, Clove's long. Automatically, the enemy, that's what they're saying. Yo, Clove's long. Okay, and then you show you die. Oh, we killed Clove. They have no more smokes, guys. That's it. GG. Okay, but you need to be patient, is what I should say. Understanding lurking, timings, being able to get behind enemy lines without them knowing you're there. Okay, that's something I took pride upon when I first started the game because I was a Cypher main. Because that's really all I really played. Cypher and Sage. I was a Sentinel role main. And what I prided myself in at that time, when the game first started, was I was so good at timings. I was so able to use my team as a distraction to get behind them. For example, I'll be like, go start C. They would start C. I'd wait 5 seconds. They would make contact. Okay, and I would just walk up. You don't know how many times I knife people in the back at a game. Like 3 people I knife a game, and they'd just be like, "You're cheating. How are you getting behind us every time?" Because obviously at that time people were bad too. They didn't understand what lurking was. Okay, it was a brand new concept for a lot of people, even for me. But once I was like, "Whoa, wait! I can on attack. I can go behind them because I've just misdirect them. That's insane to me." And that's why I just prided on myself to forcing myself to become a great lurker. Taking these crazy ass timings. I'll be right here. I know he's here. I'm like, yo, make some noise mid and see. I hear him run up and I start immediately. I just take my knife out. I just know nobody's there. And I'll just immediate because it's more speed. So I'll just go like this. I'll come tight again. If they keep making noise, I gotta flank. Gotta flank. And then sometimes they're like, come back to me. I have all of it. I have all of it. I'm up. I'm up. And then they would be seeing. They just start running and booking. I'll be here and just kill 2. Take a better position. Get ready. And I'm just behind enemy lines at all times. So this is something you need to get better at. I think you may understand it, but that's one thing to know what it is. It's another to apply it and become really efficient and great at it. Okay, so that's something you need to adopt as a controller player, especially. The next thing is, yeah. So this kind of note was playing off, just playing by yourself. You're AFK feeding. That's all it is really. And you don't play with the team. They start mid. You need to be kind of with them. When you're defaulting, when you're running it down or running it down, you need to be with them. But maybe not so much default. When you're defaulting or you guys made a play to contact or fake, you need to be kind of towards working mid. That way, whether they rotate and you're stuck mid or whatever the scenarios, or you've made it up to here or made it up
Right
to here,
here.
you can smoke both sides for them. Okay, or maybe you'll be up
Right
to here.
here.
That way you can actually smoke both sides. But you need to play towards. Yep. Were you gonna say anything?
No.
Okay. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. I would like you as a controller to hold down mid more. Okay.
Okay.
Send them off. Just bait them. Send them off. Or let's say you guys made a plan. C split, guys. Okay, you go with them obviously here. Okay, so we started the round. You guys say 3 long, 2 garage. So they start running down, making noise, droning, whatever. You come down here with him, and then let's say you in the cipher, whatever. Okay, you just play here. Just get ready to smoke. Tell them, you guys ready? They're like, yep, we're ready. Then you smoke for them. They smoke for it. They execute. I'm not saying do this all the time, but this needs to be a part of your playbook where you can sit here, wait, and be like, yo, they're all. And let's say they're about to go out, and you're like, yo, they're all fucking running A, C, all of them. And then you take the timing down mid. Okay, you let them run by. You take this timing, like, yo, go away, go away, go away, go away. Because in this game, you're gonna make a lot of plans, but they don't like go through as in you guys wanted to go see, but it's stacked, right? You're not gonna go in. You're gonna make the audible be like, get the fuck out. There's too many. Let's go. So then it's a very flowy game, so you got to keep that in mind. Where that will happen a lot. You guys decided to go C, but you have to end it. You have to. That's the keyword. Have to. There's no choice. You cannot go here anymore. And then you take timings. You're gonna hear them rotating off a lot of time. And your goal is not to get one. It's to get more than one. It's to kill two minimum. Okay. On these lurks. 1-for-1 trade is not good. Well, okay, we'll get into that later. But that's that. Okay. So just play with your team more. Don't solo play. Doze off. Not locked in. Feeding on smokes, especially if you're a duelist. I'll be like, okay, whatever. Yeah, or like a sentinel, I'll be like, okay, whatever. But still, sentinel should not die. He should be the last to die. The next thing is caught flat-footed a lot. Okay, in terms of movement positioning, out in the open, you're just not using your map terrain around you really. Okay, you come here, retake, just kind of use this wall as a leverage. Even if you get shot through the wall, you take reduced damage, you won't die. Okay? But you're out here just holding this guy, you know, or there's a lot of rounds like that. You're just on this wall, just out in the open, right? Like you gotta just kind of move around and adjust your movement. Be safe. You can hold tight. The best players, radiant players, they only need this much space to kill somebody. Okay, even sometimes like this, they'll kill them through the wall bang because they're just so good with crosshair placement and just knowing when they're peeking and timings and stuff like that. Where they don't need to be out like this waiting for a fight. Okay, they can just be like this and just kill people stuff like that. They're really good. So even on thing, they don't need to come out here to look and kill somebody. All they need is this. Instant one tap, fall back again, another one tap. Okay, that's what the best players do. Is they don't need much space. They protect themselves. It's a layer of protection where they can one tap or kill people with the slightest angle. Okay, so we gotta work on that a little bit. You're standing out flat-footed a lot out in the open, and you have to understand in this game there's peeker's advantage. I'm not sure if you know what that is, but
Yeah.
there's an advantage to the guy swinging you, especially if he has got high ping, because this is just how the servers are. Information is relayed from his computer to the server to your computer. He's got, even though it may not be like a 2 second advantage, it's milliseconds, but that's the difference from you dying out in the open and you not being able to kill him. So you got to keep that in mind. That there's an advantage to the peeker. So when you're standing still flat-footed like this, and the guy just swings you, you're not gonna. It's gonna look like he's cheating, right? Because you're like, what the fuck? But in all honesty, it's because the information, the servers are bad or whatever it is, the ping, where he's actually did. You guys saw each other at the same time, but he actually reacts faster because of the or it looks like you're not being able to see him first because of the servers and ping and information being.
One sec. One sec. Hold up.
Yeah,
Hold up.
go ahead. Go ahead.
Back.
Yep. Okay. So yeah, let me just skip through this. I think I'm getting a little bit caught, getting too deep in these notes, but that's it. Okay. So game sense, mental game, on a heaven lobby needs to always ask for use of a smoke for the cross right here.
Right
I'm not gonna go
here.
into too much detail because it's repeating. We'll get in there when the round comes. So you always gotta ask for smoke from your jet or your cipher. If they cannot require or you don't have that type of agent, maybe you might have to smoke it too.
No
As a smoke.
peeking.
Maybe. I'm not saying you should, but most of the time leave it up to the jet smoke or Cypher's cage to smoke this cross so that way it's smoked and you guys can start running down short or come out this smoke and come wide and kill this guy. You guys kept, and this is on you because you need to be a player that understands this. You need to be, when you go A specifically, tell them smoke the cross every single time. It can't be one round. It needs to be every single time. Okay, and more often than not, when you tell them smoke the cross, they're gonna do it because it makes sense. They don't want the team to die. They can get murdered by an op, a long or a headshot angle like this. Okay, so keep that in mind. Just ask for a smoke on A lobby. Okay. Next thing is he's not thinking about the game and just AFK running it down. This is kind of goes into your movement positioning and mental game. You're locked out. You're not thinking properly. You're not understanding your role. We won't go too crazy into this. Just came here like every time by yourself, AFK, running it down, dying, fighting this guy. And you were flat-footed as well. There's one round you came up here and just standing here and just deletes you, right? Or like you're over here just waiting for him to kill you. Like move around, do some, adjust your movement. You know he's gonna think you're there. Come over here, come up here, whatever it is. Okay, but just stop AFK autopilot, running it down and playing by yourself. Use terrain, stopping flat-footed. It's all intertwined pretty much. It can go in any category. Okay. The next thing is Not using any we touched on this as well. We'll skip kind of breeze through these. Not using any concepts to set up his team, or being proactive and being steps ahead on attack. You're just a follower. They go C, you go C. They go A, you go A. They go B, you go B. Okay, set up a plan. But yeah, I know you guys want to go A, but make a plan, guys. Let's go A. A split, two short, three long. If you guys kill them, we go. If you kill one or two, we go. If you don't kill them, there's heavy resistance. We might have to rotate. I will sit mid, watch these lurkers walking down. If I kill them, we can rotate. Because if they walk down, we know that they've identified their A, so that's why they're taking
One sec.
space. Yeah, go ahead.
Back.
Yep. But yeah, so if we're sitting mid and we kill this guy, we know that they're leaning towards this way. That's why he's walked down this way. Because if he felt like we're going this way, he wouldn't walk down. The other guys would walk down from A. So you gotta keep that concept in mind too. Where when the defenders start taking space, it means that they're trying to get to the other side to flank. So always remember that. Okay. But yeah, so just use different concepts. Don't just follow them, reason a little bit, rationalize. Okay, yo, they're stacking A or C. That's why we want to go A. They're just playing 3 on C every round. Okay, let's go A. Let's split it, run it down. If they are here for some reason because they predicted we're gonna hit A, let's get the fuck out. I'll stay mid. We kill the lurker, we get out. We don't kill the lurker, or I'll try to listen to gain information. Yo, they're running A. Leave, leave, leave. Whatever it is, it's all situational. But I can't give you a definitive answer on that because it's just not the way this game is played. It's super flowy. Things happen unexpectedly all the time, or they made the right read, or you guys were too predictable. It's just too complicated for me to be like, on A on Haven, if there's 3 on C, you guys gotta rush A every round. Okay, it's just not how it works. Okay, can't tell you that type of stuff. Can't be specific like that. I gotta get you ready to think on a flowy mental, like a generalization, so that way you can apply it accordingly. Okay? Because it would be silly for me to be like, yeah, because in my lobbies, when they're C, we just go A and it works. Like, you'd be like, bro, like, what the fuck, right? It would just be silly. So that's why I'm trying to help you look at it differently, where you're like, okay, if this is what has happened after we've called this, then maybe we can go here. Maybe we can fake the rotation to C and then re-hit because they're going to believe we rotated. Or I can even make noise for the team. You call a re-hit. I'm going to make noise, guys, like we burn garage. I'm going to smoke it like we're running through mid. Okay, we smoke it like that. They're like, A, C, C. They started A, but they're going C, C. So they also lean, and then they re-hit, right? So it's all about creativity and getting it wrong to get better at it, stuff like that. I used to never call like that. I used to just be very simple. Go A. I would have playbook. I'd be like, let's fake A, go C, but that was it. I would never be ready for the third outcome where we fake A, go C, but then they're restacked or they're already ready. Where we need to pivot, we need an audible, right? So, but now these days I'm starting to add that way more complexity from watching so much pro play and stuff like that, playing the game for a long time, stuff like that, etc., etc. Let's move on. So use more concepts on this note. Be proactive. Don't just be a reactionary type player where they go A, you start running A. They go C, you start running C. Or they're stack C, you go A. Okay, be proactive. Try to get and use your brain because you're a smart kid to get 2, 3, 4 steps ahead of the enemy. Okay, that's what best type of war mentality people do. Okay, in stoicism, whatever it is, war, traditional war, gaming. Okay, in StarCraft, there's something called, that's where the thing, the phrase meta game came from. It's from StarCraft, where this guy knows he's gonna make this type of unit. I have to get ready for this unit, but he knows I'm gonna make this unit to counter that unit, so he's making another unit to counter that unit. It's like they're just like it's like chess. Like it's like 50 fucking steps ahead. So you gotta develop this type of meta game in your brain to outplay and dominate the opponents. Okay. So next thing is post plant needs a lot of work. Just a general note, you're just kind of lost when it's post plant. You don't know if you should run out by yourself or wait for your team. And how I know that is because you're not saying anything. A player that knows will be like, guys, wait for the team. Retake together. 5v4 retake. Okay, stuff like that. I'm going out. I'm fighting for the site. I know I can kill two. Whatever it is, even if you made that decision. But you're not saying anything. You're just going through the motions of relying on your aim, waiting for them to come out, and that's it. You're just looking for a kill when the opportunity arises and comes to you. But that's not how this game is played. You need to go and get the kills. You need to use your brain to find yourself in positions to get multiple kills, especially in this elo. Okay, you can't just get 1 kill, 2 kill. That's good. like I told you, this elo to climb, you need to be a player where you're 1v4ing every round. Really, you need to be dropping 30 a game to get out these elos, to get out this elo consistently and quickly. Okay, I don't want you to be stuck in plat forever. Okay, that's just not good enough. Where you're like, but it'll take 6 months. No, that's not good enough. I have a lot of students that are stuck in gold for 5 years, and I really hard on them. I'm like, it's not good enough. If you're stuck in gold for 5 years, there's a fucking problem with you. Okay, you need to get better. Have a sense of urgency to start improving. Take accountability. Okay? And you especially. I don't know how long you've been playing and stuff like that. I didn't ask, but I treat like this to all my students. Okay, have a sense of urgency because in my eyes, anyone can get to immortal from plat in a month, 2 months if they put in the work. Play hard, 100% effort. They stay focused. You know why? Because I've done that. I went to Diamond to Immortal 3 in a month, 2 months. Obviously, there's a little luck
Damn.
involved too, good matchmaking, stuff like that. But I put in the work. That's the thing. I aim trained twice a
Yeah.
day. Kovacs, aim labs. I was in the range 2 hours a day. I played 3 games. I played like shit. I go in the range, put my music on, blast that shit, just shoot bots for 2 hours, 3 hours, TDM, 10 DDMs a day. Right now, I'm on like a not so much playing schedule, so I try to just maintain my aim right now because I don't want to lose it, right? So I play about 10
Mm.
TDMs, 10 DMs. I try my best to. I'm so busy, but yeah, I go in the range. I aim train for an hour and a half. The other day I was at 6 in the morning. I just went on Kovacs and did it for 2 hours, just clicking. Like, why am I doing that, right? But it's just that way I don't get washed. I don't get left behind. That's the most important thing that you need. And I know you're young, but it's more more for a person that's been in the game and then gone away. It's washed, but still, you cannot be washed when you're young. That's not an excuse, bro. Uh, but yeah, let's move on. So, and I know you won't be just because you're not in a position to get washed. You're not. You haven't been immortal, and then you're stuck now. It's just you're on the way to immortal. That's the fun part, bro. The first time you hit it, it's exhilarating. Like you finally feel all that work you put in is worth it, and I think you can be a mortal player too. You have the aim. You do. I'm being serious. Even though you told me you don't want to be immortal, I think you have potential. Anybody does. Okay, because I was in the same boat as a lot of people. I was dog shit as well when I started, and I was all aim, no. Sorry, I was all brain, no aim when I got in this game. So I had no mechanics. I couldn't really kill people. I was always bottom fragging. So I'm the opposite. Most people are all aim, no brain, which is the bad side. You want to be on the all brain, no aim, because the aim is easy to get. Okay, it's the brain that's hard, and that's why I try to teach this stuff right off the get go. Okay, next thing is post plant needs a lot of work. I wrote this here. It's kind of repeating, but you're flat-footed, not using your terrain. We went through that. He is super unaware of situations and with the info given to him. Okay, you just don't know what's going on. You gotta know what's going on, and it's not about that info coming to you by standing AFK. It's about you and go getting that information. Taking space in this game is information. Getting information is helping your team see the bigger picture. Seeing the bigger picture is understanding what the enemy will do. Understanding the enemy, what the enemy will do, is trying to win the rounds, as in, you know what you need to do now situationally to win or go get space behind him, lurk, flank, and then winning the rounds is winning the game. Winning the game is winning RR. Winning RR is climbing, getting to your goal. So these things all start, it's like a domino effect. They all really, really add up. So you need to think in the bigger macro sense that what you're doing right now will really relate to your outcome. Okay, so we gotta work every little detail. This is where edge comes into play. Okay, so the next thing is, yeah, so you're super unaware situation. We'll get through there in the round specifics. Okay, that's that. So pros, cons. I didn't have really anything really nice, like not nice to say, but anything really pro to say about your cons. You know, I will give you the thing that you are able to call the information out, but it's just not good enough. It's just when everyone knows it, it's just easy. You gotta call the things that are unknown because of your brain. Yo, I walked out A main. They could be B and C. Okay. Yo, I hear them rotating everything. Yo, I'm gonna leave you, bro. You're alone. I'm gonna walk down mid by myself. I gotta play here. I'm lurking. Stay up. Whatever it is. Okay, you gotta play the game in terms of communication. Eh, I did write you can be specific and detailed sometimes, not a majority of times, but you're like one here, one long, right? But that's an easy thing to do. You gotta be specific when you hear five people running at you, being like, "There's five or multiple." You being like, there's three, or you identifying that off utility. They throw a smoke, heaven A, plus the raised nade over here, and a KO knife. How many people is that?
3.
Three, right? You're a smart kid, so it's three. You can be like, imagine you being on the defender side. Raina flash plus like a neon. You hear the neon running around plus a KO knife. You're like 3 on A. You don't even need to. You don't even need to like see them. You can hear them, right? So and then feed your team so that way they can play accordingly. They can start running to you and help you on site. Because if you just don't say anything, which happened a lot, you just die by yourself backside, and it happened multiple times because you're not letting your team see what's going on or helping them understand what's going on. Okay, that's really important. So that's that. Aim, I will is able to delete people. I think that's your biggest trait. You have really good micro adjustments. You have good solid flicks. You're flicking a couple people here and there on C, on the wall, stuff like that. Micro adjustments good. You're able to delete them as in because this game is a game where the time of kill is already really low. Things happen super fucking fast. I'm sure you've experienced it. Even at the plat level, you might think it's fast, but that's nothing. Come to the Immortal 3 level, come to the Radiant level, you're going to think these guys are cheating, how fast they can react, okay, how quick they can delete people. So this is a game where the time of kill is really low. So we need to build upon the skill to delete them even faster. Point once half a second is not good enough. You need to be in like the milliseconds, okay, to really, and killing multiple in milliseconds is the key to becoming a Radiant level type aimer. Okay. Overall, I think you do have the potential. Just gotta improve on. You know, when I tell you your aim's the best, you should stop focusing on it, and that's that. Improve upon it, work on it, get it better, strengthen it, stuff like that. Okay. Maintain it, and that's that. Level it up, stuff like that. Okay. Utility usage. His smoking spots are pretty good. Okay. Sorry. There's one more note that I put in here that should have been an aim. It's good flicks and micro adjustment. I talked about that. So, and then the next thing is utility usage. His smoking spots are pretty good. I'd like that you know where to smoke. You know where to smoke.
Dropping
That's fine.
smokes.
It's good. It's just let's work on the timing, as in don't smoke them too early. Ask for a call. Tell me when to smoke, because more often than not they'll tell you when. Okay, so that's that. And then the next thing, that's pretty much it for utility usage. That you're doing well, really well, because it wasn't like I have to tell you where to smoke. You know where to smoke. I just gotta work on the timing, keeping the efficiency, and keeping them up longer through, not smoking them right away. Next thing is movement and positioning. I wrote can play with his team while on attack, in the sense that you're not like just on the other side of the map by yourself on smokes, right? They go A, you kind of follow them, so it's fine. But still, add a little bit more of an advanced mechanic where you're just mid. You're gonna go mid, so you come up with them, smoke, and then you leave, and then go back mid, lurk, or whatever it is. Okay, it's all situational, but I would like you to add a little bit more of an advanced thing upon just playing with them. Okay, the next thing, game sense and mental. I didn't get to see too much about this because a lot of the times I can see somebody's game sense or mental through what they're saying. But your comms are so quiet that I don't know what the hell you're thinking too much, right? But yeah, because most people, if they're tilted, I just know their mental is chalked, right? Or toxic. Sorry, I meant. But yeah, I just wrote you're positive. You don't get tilted. It's a really, really strong thing. Your mental fortitude is quite strong. Game sense needs a lot of work. Okay, because what you showed me is like you just not so unaware. You don't know what the hell's going on. Pretty much that's it. Okay, and it's fine. You'll get there. You'll get better. You'll improve upon this game set. It takes hours, thousands of hours of you playing for you to develop this. But a lot of people spend thousands, tens of thousands of hours playing, but they don't develop their game sense. And I'm gonna ask you, why do you think that is?
You asking me?
Yep.
Um,
Why do
I feel
people
like
put 5 years in Valorant and they're the same in terms of
stuck
knowledge?
stuck in a place. They think they think it's good enough, or they don't think it's as important.
Okay, okay. That's probably like a half point. I'll give you like a half point out of one. Okay, you got like half of it, right? It's just that they're not thinking about these things. They're not actively questioning themselves, taking accountability. I fucked up. even if they feel like they didn't. Okay, if you watch Radiant players on stream, Exter, Psalms, these guys, when they die, they take full accountability, even if they killed 3 people. They're like, fuck, man, I should kill another. I hear Exter say that all the time. He's like, fuck, man, why did I do this, man? Fuck, he killed 3 people. I'm like,
Yeah.
yo, this
Or
guy
what's
killed
like
3 people, and he's like, what the hell? Like, why is he so hard on himself? But that's the edge that separates him. He's expecting himself to kill 5 people, but he's only killed 3. He came short. So that's what I mean. It's like they're not hard on themselves, and they don't take accountability. They don't think about the things that they need to get better, and or the game in itself, as in, okay, whether it's a situational thing, experience thing, intuition thing, okay, whatever. They're not thinking about these things. They just mindlessly, like you in this game. I'm not saying you always mindlessly play, but in this game you're really mindless. Like, yeah, you're getting kills, but you're just doing nothing, right? A lot of people play, it's worse than autopilot. It's just brain dead, right? So most of the people play like this for the rest of their career, and that's why and then they question, they get upset. Why the fuck can I hit this? Fuck, man, this and that. Like, bro, like, you're not putting in the work. Okay, you gotta put in the work. So that's that. Okay, let's move on. Now it gets kind of grungy. There's a lot of rounds, though, to be honest, in your game where you don't do much. So I wrote them very specifically, like they're thick notes on the rounds, but yeah, because you weren't doing too much. I was just trying to write it as specifically as I can, so I could kind of dissect around with you. But we're gonna breeze through the ones where it's like nothing really happens, so save some time. Okay, and I'm gonna send you these notes. It's not like I'm gonna not send it. So you're gonna, and I'm gonna, not like I'm talking out my ass or something. I'm gonna send you these notes. You're gonna see the VOD, and you can kind of refer back. I hope you do, and I know most of my students do. I know some that don't, but uh, just see what you did wrong. Okay, this game will be the pivot point in your Valorant career, where you either start getting way better or you stay the same, and that's up to you. Okay, and there'll be a follow-up question at the end, but you need to make that decision on what you want first. That's really what you should ask yourself. But we'll talk about that at the end. Round 1. He goes A, runs up long and dies. Self-explanatory. Okay, you're by yourself, running up here and dying on smokes. Okay, nothing has been figured out. The round just started. You guys haven't figured out the cipher, the sentinels there, or you guys, if there's 3 there, there's 1 there. Okay, you just ran up like this and just died in the smoke. Remember? And you're like, in the smoke. That's it. You just fed, and that's it. End of story. Okay, you can know what's wrong with that. Let your duelists do that. Remember what I told you. Your role is to soft bait. Let them go in that smoke, and then you trade them, because you need to stay up. Obviously, you're Clove, but think about it on different controllers. Round 2, they go C. He goes up long, pushes wall, and dies. So you guys won that round. Whatever. I don't care about the results. More about what you're doing wrong. He goes up long, pushes wall, and dies to the left corner. And I'm gonna ask you super simple question. It's not to see if you're stupid. It's to help you understand and open your mind. Okay, you came out here with a Spectre, and you died. What's the problem with this sequence?
I wasn't fully aware, I guess.
What
Or
what else specifically? What were you not aware of?
they could be hiding in the wall.
Yeah, the corner. That he was here on your left. You're not clearing your corners. Okay, you gotta, and now we've identified what you did wrong. You just ran out like this. You know what's wrong with that. You gotta clear every corner. You gotta be in this game. Even if you feel like they're not there, you must clear it to be 100% sure. Because in your lobbies, sure, they might not be there, but at the higher levels, they will be there where you do least expect it. You're like, yo, there's no way this. You don't know how many times in my lobbies I'm like, there's no way this guy's here, and I go there and he's fucking there. I'm like, fuck. I just like I should just clear it. Why am I such a dumbass, right? You gotta clear everything. The word is being vigilant. You must be vigilant. And in sports, there's a term I told my last student too, and he agreed. He's like, yep, you're right. Okay, keep your head on a swivel. You must look around and make sure 100% you're not going to get blindsided in football or soccer. There's not a man coming up behind you, take the ball. Basketball, there isn't a guy going to dunk over your head. Okay, you got to just be having your head on swivel at all times. Make sure all these angles, all these corners, all whatever it is, what site, whatever map. Okay, everything, whether you're lurking, everything must be clear, so it's 100% certain, not to you, but to the team. Okay, so keep that in mind. We know what we did wrong. You didn't clear your corner. Clear your corner next time, especially when you're coming out. This should be the first corner you clear, and then you start going work into this corner. Okay, because they're gonna be there, and when they're there and you don't clear it, you're dead. Just like in this round. But when you clear it and they're there, they're dead because you're ready for that, or at least have a chance to kill them. Okay, round 3, they start 5A. He's just dry swinging A long, dot, dot, dot. Okay, I don't think I've ever wrote that before, actually, like that. Okay, ask for smoke or cross quickly. He's out in the open staring at headshot angle. You come here and you're just standing here where they can just instantly delete you. This is the headshot angle for them. You're falling into their crosshair. All they have to do is put their crosshair here and you're dead, right? So wherever the angle is, okay, it's the same thing. Here, 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 here. It's all you just walked into their crosshair and got deleted. Okay? So ask for a smoke. Okay, if you're Jet, or if you have a Jet or a Cypher, and which you always will, usually, there's always a Jet. Ask for a smoke. Jet, can you smoke across? Let's go down to 3 short with the Sova. Sova gonna drone down short. 2 of us will come out long through the smoke, swing wide, delete this kid. Okay. So ask for a smoke, and you're gonna see that this is a repeating problem because you guys went A lot. So ask for a smoke or cross quickly, as in you see him there, just run. Don't re-peek. You came back and kind of looked to fight him. Okay, don't rely on your aim. Use your brain. Take good fights. He's out in the open staring at headshot angle. Boom. Round 4. They go 4 A long, 1 short. Okay, you guys. Again, this wasn't smoke. You guys start running out. Yeah, you get in your smokes to throw it way too early. You need to have your gun out here. Make sure it's clear before you're doing this stuff. Or if you're not gonna do it, you just sit in this corner and just let them do it, and you sit here because you kind of have to trust that they're able to do that. So, he throws down. So 4 go A long, 1 short. He throws down smokes a bit too early. He doesn't even clear sight before planning. Oh, sorry, this is a different round I was talking about. But he throws down smokes a bit too early. So he threw smokes around here. He doesn't even clear sight before planning. Do you remember this round? When you came up, you smoked, and you just planted the bomb. Do you remember this round or no?
Yeah, I think there was one backside, one coming up sewers. Like my teammate.
Yeah, your Jet was coming down short. That's the one short guy, and you guys went 4 long. So you guys all started swinging out wide like this with the Reyna, and then you went to plant the bomb. But this is where the problem is, okay? Short guy was, oh, sorry. He doesn't even clear sight before planning. The Jet was so late that if this guy was sitting here AFK or even here, okay, you're dead. Okay, remember what I said? It's about being vigilant, proactive, being ready, or making sure 100% of the time. Obviously, it's on the duelist to clear the site, but still, doesn't mean that you can just AFK and start planning. You gotta make sure that there's no threat here because it's unknown. The Jet was here. Okay, if he's up here and he's looking there, it's a different story. But he was so late that you guys don't know. Nobody went there, so you need to not plant. You need to tap the bomb maybe, and then start looking to see if they come out. If they don't come out, maybe then you can do it, and then wait for your Jet to come out and clear it. So that's the problem. Okay, make sure. And let's say you don't want to clear that. The Jet wasn't coming. You guys getting 5 long. Nobody wants to go. Then you're gonna have to plant on a safer spot right here, where you cannot die from there, and everyone's holding spawn. That way you're protected, right? Because their job is to protect you. But if you're planning where things are unknown, you're dead, especially at the higher levels. So that's that. So short guy was late. So he doesn't even clear the site before planning. Short guy was late. The Jet, here's 1 heaven. You called it out. Great. Specific, detailed. You're like 1 heaven. Good job. I'm pretty sure you even killed 1. Whatever. That's not the important part of this thing. The mistake is that you're not clearing anything. You're just mindlessly planting the bomb. Round 5. They go 5A. Okay, again, no smoke for a cross. You need to be the guy, because these guys are idiots. They don't know these things. They're bad players. You need to be a good player. Ask them. Smoke the cross, Jet, every single time. If you don't want to repeat it, just say every single time. If they're forgetful, tell them, smoke the cross this round, please. He'll be like, okay. Okay. So they go 5A. Again, no smoke for cross. Also, he's taking smokes out when he's mid. So this is that round I was trying to talk about. When he's mid long. So you guys went 5. Hey, you're splitting it 2 short, 3 long, and you're just in your smokes here. Okay. He's taking his smokes out when he's mid long. Doesn't want to clear corners or off angles. Needs to time them better. As in, okay, you were here like this. You remember the Reyna was here and he just died to this guy and you couldn't even trade him because
Yeah.
smoke. So you can see why that's a problem. So either let them handle that, you go here and get ready to smoke, or you need to be ready with them Calm. You guys are running out. Okay, trade him. Whatever. He kills your Reyna. You traded him, and then you start. I'm throwing smokes down, guys. Ready? Let's go. We killed one guy. Go.
Dropping
Okay,
smokes.
and then you guys go in. Okay. But you can see what's wrong with you just standing out here running it down with your smokes in your hand, and this you can't even trade this guy because you're struggling to get off your smokes. So that's that. Okay. And I just wrote needs to time them better, as in don't throw them so early. Which I can't remember if you did in this round. Doesn't matter. Whatever. Let's move on. Round 6. They start 2C long. 3 mid. Him and Gecko walks up. I can't remember who the third guy was. I should have wrote that, but there's 2 long. See? And then you and Gecko and one more over here. Him and Gecko walk up doors. He would have died if Gecko didn't clear the corner right here. Remember how he killed this guy right here? Because he came wide? And you were literally, I'm telling you right now, I'm pretty sure if you didn't kill him, you're dead. You were ready. It looked like, I'm saying, I don't know for certain, but it looked like you were just gonna walk out like this and die to this guy because he's in an off angle. This is an off angle where off angles just mean angles where it's unexpected, like not a common angle they peek from. Like nope, this always happens when you're in the lobby for too long. Just get back in. But yeah. So just gotta clear all the off angles. Really, what this note is. Let me just read this. So they start 2C long, 3 mid. Him and Gecko walk up doors. He would have died if. Whoop, what the hell's going on? He would have died if Gecko didn't clear the corner. Gets a good kill on plant. Smoke spawn. Smoke is fading spawn. He smokes garage. He should smoke spawn because Reyna was coming to garage doors. Oh, it was the Reyna. Now I remember what happened exactly. Okay, so you guys walked up. Okay, the Gecko, thank God, cleared the guy in the corner because you probably would have died in my eyes, my opinion.
I've got all the
Okay,
time
so
in
we
the
gotta
world.
be ready for these corners. Okay, you're just walking down mindlessly. You gotta be ready for them. And then also, you guys got on site. Oh, I think you killed one. Oh, that's what I meant. I wrote plant because I was watching and typing without looking, but I meant plat. You got a good kill on plat. Remember that guy on plat? You one tapped his ass, so you got a good kill there.
Have I been
And then you
aging?
guys went outside. Good
At
job.
all? Still not sure how
pulling
this
some
whole
weight
living
on this
forever
round,
thing works.
from
My
what I
ult is
remember.
ready.
Okay. Yep. So you guys came through here. 5v5. You kill him. It's 5v4. You guys came up here. Remember you killed this guy right here? One tapped him.
Yeah.
You guys come out. Great job. I love it. Okay. Pulling some weight. So and then you smoked spawn. You smoked spawn like that, and then
Dropping
yeah,
a
you
smoke.
smoked spawn from what I remember, and then you were here and you were about to smoke garage again. You were about to. You'll see in the VOD. You're like, and then, I'm just trying to remember. Smoke spawn. Oh yeah. And then, so this started fading. And then you smoke garage.
No
Once
peeking.
this was fading, but you need to just smoke this again. Why? Because it's a control aspect. They're not gonna
Dropping
like
smokes.
coming out here because they assume that multiple people are holding it. Why? And this is the main reason, because when you watch the VOD, you'll see your Reyna was coming late garage already. So all you guys had to do, or all you had to do, was re-smoke spawn,
No
let your
peeking.
teammates over here or whatever hold spawn, you hold garage for the walkout, and wait for your Reyna to come out and kill him or make sure it's cleared. Then you guys all start looking spawn. Do you understand what I mean? So
Yeah.
because you smoke this and you can
Dropping
hear
a
it.
smoke.
It's fading. The smoke was fading, and I saw the Reyna walking down to flank this guy here, and you just smoke this. Like this
No
smoke.
peeking.
This smoke actually doesn't help him. Where if he comes through and you guys start dying, the guy in garage starts killing everybody, or they come out spawn and kill everybody, and he has a play. He's blocked off. He doesn't know what the fuck is going on. If he's in the smoke, whatever it may be. So just you gotta be a little bit more situational where smoke the spawn again, because that's control. It's all about control in post plant. You need to control space, and then realize that your Reyna's coming back down. All you have to do is hold his off angle. Okay, he doesn't come out. Let your just be like, Reyna, one garage. You would have literally just destroyed this guy, took over garage, and all you have to do is look spawn. Okay, so that's that. Another crazy round. Great round by killing this guy on plat. Good job. So I wrote he should have smoked spawn because Reyna was coming through garage doors to flank anyways. It's in the notes. Round 7, they start 5C. He smokes garage and spawn stays default boxes near log side. Probably better to be under plat / logs. Go long and or take space garage or hold garage corner and hold 2 angles. So I'll explain that. So you guys ran it down. So you smoke like this.
Dropping
Okay.
smokes.
You guys got on site, gray entry, whatever, clear the site. That's their job. It's not your job really. You should also help them too, because at the higher levels, it's everyone's job. It's a team effort. You're not gonna just sit here while they're dying to one guy, 2 guys are dying. You're gonna go and trade them. Okay, so keep that in mind. The next thing is, you got here and you sat here. Remember this one? You just sat here. Just like post plant. The bomb was down and you just sat here forever. You just stayed here. Okay, you need to reposition. So you need to go down,
Right
move
here.
here. Wait like this. Go over here.
Right here.
Whatever it is, because it's smoked. When it's smoked and you guys have control, it means you can go where the fuck you want. You can go log, sit here, off angle. But what I would do is go here, because this is the sweet spot I love to play. And I'm gonna ask you, why do you think this is a really good angle?
You can see if anyone comes out garage and spawn.
Right, I kind of gave you the answer by reading them out, but you can hold 2 angles with 1 spot. That's the beauty of it. Okay, kill this guy, kill this guy. Look here again. Okay, just kind of go back and forth with just a small mouse movement. Right, it's not like I'm going like this. You know, back and forth. Right? There's a barrier where I'm back here and it can only look spawn and I don't know what's going on coming out here. Right, so this is a really good spot to reposition yourself. I'd rather you actually sit here like AFK. Okay, than you being here, because you did nothing. You sat here and you just died. You got this thing, you just started running out and died. Okay, but again, I showed you. Go logs.
Right here.
Go here.
Right here.
Go on top plat. Go
Right
back side
here.
there. Okay, be
Right
close. Go
here.
push spawn. Go push garage. Go back long because it was planted for long. Go back long and be an insurance where, God forbid, it's a 1v1. For some reason you can have a play on a 1v1 situation. Okay. But I would probably want you to go here or take control of garage. Oh, nothing's here. We have control. Sit here. Okay. Boom, boom, boom. Wait for this guy or go over
Right
there
here.
if you can cross, whatever it is. Just switch around, move around, do something else. Okay. You just sat there and die. Let them come to you and die. At least swing out if you're gonna play here and just get ready for some fights. At least minimum. Okay. Round 8. Let me just scroll these down a little bit. They start 3A lobby. Again, jumps across lobby, no smoke or asking for one. The dart comes across his face and doesn't shoot it. Let's just stop there. So, you guys started 3A lobby. Remember how you went like this? And he was shooting you in the leg? He backed up. There was a solo dart here. It just comes right across your face. Bro, you gotta shoot this, bro. You let it hit the wall and ping. You're like, and it pinged you and you shot it. Like, you have good aim. You have good reaction skills. You need to just instantly delete it so they don't get any info on what they see. Okay? So keep that in mind. So again, A lobby jumps across. Again, ask for a smoke. If there is no jet or cipher, you must smoke this. Okay? Even though it's using 1 smoke. Just smoke it. And then cross or whatever. You come wide. Okay? The dart comes across his face and he doesn't shoot it. Comes across here. Boom. You just shoot it. He runs up long by himself. Okay, and just feeds, then calls 1 backside. No team play here at all. Doesn't even know he can smoke for them or how many smokes he has because they ended up going B. You're like, oh, I have 1 more smoke, right? You just ran down, AFK, fed, backside guys, and it comes to the point where we talked about why are we dying on smokes first, right? They went B and you can barely smoke for them. Stuff like that, right? You just fed. This is a grief at the higher levels. They'll be like, what the fuck are you doing? You get yelled at a lot, especially when they need you up. They will put a priority on you being up. Okay? So keep that in mind. So this is like a solo play, grief play, really. They ended up going B and lost a round, or it doesn't even matter, but it's more about you. Like, you just come out here swinging out wide by yourself on smokes. This gets over here. You need to shoot this shit and get ready for a fight. Even if you're gonna make noise, you gotta play safe. Slice the pie a little bit. See what the hell's going on. Don't just start swinging out and dying and then calling them out. Okay, it's useless. The next thing is round 9. 4 mid grass, 1 main, as in C. They all walked into garage. He wanted to smoke spawn off when Jet went through window and was looking. So I remember looking. I was like, oh god, I hope he doesn't do the smoke. Which you didn't. You ended up didn't, but you wanted to. That's the whole point. You just like you put it here like nah, and then the jet's coming up here. Like, what's the point of smoking this? It's the same concept here. You're actually making it hard for him to do what he wants to do, where he's gonna come and wrap kill these guys because he has to come out two sides of a smoke now, right? So they walk up all to Grush. He wanted to smoke spawn off when Jet went through window. So you three came this way, Jet went up that way and was looking. He doesn't see the brim back sight. So you guys ended up coming out. You guys thought it was free. The gecko flashed out. The brim, I saw a question mark here. So I was like, oh fuck, he might be dead. Okay, but you didn't even see him. So he doesn't see the brim back sight. He dies. As in the brim dies. He hears Rain. You remember this round? And then you hear the Reyna jump window. Okay. He hears Reyna jump from window and he's caught flat-footed out in the open and died. You're just standing waiting for a fight and this guy just deleted you because he has Peeker's advantage and you're just out in the open. You're giving him an easy. You're playing on his terms in a way. So, do you remember this round? What like? Do you remember when he jumped down and you're just standing here?
No.
Okay. You sit in the VOD. The brim dies here. You guys come out, and then you hear him. You look, and then the Reyna just instantly deletes you because you're just out here just AFK. You need to be like here, ready, take some good smart fights. Use your terrain. You come over here. Obviously you're on this side, so you might have to just hold an off angle or just come close to the wall and just start swinging him like that. Jiggles, shoot him. Whatever it is, you're just standing out in the open. Okay. Round 10. They start 5A. Oops. They start 5A. He kills one backside. 5v4. They get brim ulted off. And this is where I heard the Jet. He's like, there's 3 there. But I need you to be the guy to identify that. You should have called this long time ago. Okay? So they get brim ulted. Remember the brim ulted long? And then the Jet's like, there's
Yeah.
3 here. Let's dip. Whatever this guy, goofy guy was saying. They start rotating C. They get bombed down. He hesitates and doesn't know where to go. Goes long cubby. He's long spamming. He should have stayed on site, especially when Reyna is making a play. They just stick the bomb. Okay, so you guys planted the bomb. You guys were all on site, and then you're caught in it's not a big hesitation, 5-second hesitation. It's like a 2-second hesitation, which makes all the difference. You need to make a decision. Am I gonna go stay on site and help them? Am I gonna go garage and hold the space? Am I gonna go
Right
here? Am I
here.
gonna go logs? Am I gonna go push spawn? Okay, you're just like, and then you ended up going long, and then you have to also be ready. The brim smokes the bomb. That means they're getting on the bomb. So you need to start running up, but you're just sitting here spamming the same spot and they just defuse, right? But I believe that if you were on site, you would have at least helped them kill somebody where they cannot get on the bomb, or show some resistance where they would not do that, okay? Or they get away with that round, okay? So, and you have to understand that the Reyna was rapping, he was coming garage or lurking, so when that's the case, you can't give up more space. You gotta control the space with your team, be with them, because he already has a play. You know, I mean, obviously it's best if your whole team goes long, but they're playing site. You need to stay with them. If you want to go watch flank, that's fine. That would be a reasonable argument. Be like, I wanted to go back, but you didn't. You just came back here, AFK'd. They got the smoke down, and then they just won the round, right? Like, it's like, bro. Right, so that's that. Nothing too crazy. But just make a decision. Don't hesitate. Whether you're gonna stay on
Right
site,
here.
wherever
Right
it is,
here.
make a decision within a second. It needs to be like, okay, I'm on site. We're playing for site. I'm gonna play wherever. Here, ready to swing out for them to come out. I'm gonna hold garage. And tell them I got garage guys, so they can all look spawn. And once you die, they know to pick up garage. Okay, it's the higher levels. Maybe not your levels, but at the higher levels, they know automatically where to pick up. Where if somebody died or where they left, they know where to look. They got each other's back. It's like a SWAT effort. Round 11. Again, starts a lobby by himself. Okay, you see where this is kind of like, you're just always by yourself, always not smoking nothing, just griefing. Okay, I'd get really upset if you're on my team and I was playing with you. I'd be like, what are you doing, bro? Come with us, play with us, help us at least trade and clear the site. That's what I'd be saying to you very much. Like, why are you AFK feeding on smokes? This doesn't make sense. So, a lobby by himself, doesn't ask for a smoke or cross. He's just standing, waiting for the long guy to kill him. He doesn't understand how to play by himself. There is a way to play by yourself if you want to be by yourself. Like I told you, lurking, timings, gaining information for your team. So he doesn't understand how to play by himself or solo lurk. Needs a better understanding of timings. You come here, want to play by yourself, you gotta wait. Let your team take contact, okay? At the higher levels, they never give this up. Once they have it, this guy's solo anchor now. Perma. If he came out here and held it and he doesn't see anything, they'll tell this guy, hold it, you got it. And a lot of times he'll
Right
walk
here.
up here because it makes sense. If he holds this thing, they can, and I'm gonna ask you, if he holds here, okay, as a defender, where can the enemy team go?
What do you mean?
If I'm
Like
a
if they know he's holding it?
No, no, no. I'm a defender. I walked down. I'm holding this, right? I didn't hear anybody come out. Nothing. No one throwing utility. Nothing. I walked up all the way from here
Right
to here
here.
as a defender, and I'm holding this. Nobody's short. I know nobody's here. I'm by myself. If I'm holding this, where can they be? The attacking
B,
team.
mid, or C.
Right, you got it. It's super simple. And that's why I come back to the point where space is map hacking. Space is information. Information is understanding how they play as a team. Understanding how they play as a team is how you guys can accordingly play against them in that specific round or whatever overall game. So that's what I'm trying to say is that this guy would never leave at the higher levels. He would hold us forever and then take space and be like, guys, I have all of A. They're not A. Watch your mid, garage, and C. That's all they can be. It's map hacking, right? Let's say, for example, this guy's here, and then the guy comes down B, and he's like, I have all of B in grass. Where can they be? And this guy's here as well.
C.
Exactly. You got it.
Wait.
Yeah, you got it.
Ugh.
You're a smart kid. If this guy walks down B and says, I have mid, and this guy's here, I have A, they can only be here in terms of positioning, right? Somewhere here, maybe around here as well. But you get my point. This is like cheating. So what I'm trying to say is that at the higher levels, you would never get away with this ever unless you delete this kid or had a sick timing. But what you need to do is at your levels, they're gonna run off first contact. Wait for your team to take contact. They start C, mid, whatever. They're gonna take contact. This guy's gonna leave because he's on a similar skill level as you, where he's just running around doing nothing, doesn't know what the hell he needs to cover. So once he does that, then you take your timing. Look, he's not there. Start taking your timing. Make sure you're vigilant. You didn't see these guys cross, so you clear every single corner. Look up here. If they have like a raise, omen, you gotta clear that box. Okay, come here, there, boom. Come close. Okay, jiggle this. Okay, nothing there. Okay, you look. Okay, nothing here, nothing there. Okay, and then you start taking your timing. You start lurking behind them because they're not aware of you. And obviously, when you do this, you can't just start shooting around, making noise. Okay, because they're gonna know where you are. It's like saying, "Hey, what's up, guys?" Right? You're just telling them where you are. You gotta keep the element of surprise. Okay, just make sure you're clearing everything vigilantly. Keep looking back and forth, so that way you don't get timing. Because if they come back and kill you while you're like this, that means you got timing. We're trying to timing them. Okay, so that's that. So let me just read this again. Starts A lobby by himself, doesn't ask for a smoke or cross, he's just standing there waiting for the long guy to kill him. He doesn't understand how to play with himself or solo work. So coming back to this note, wait for him if you want to play by yourself. You can go anyway. They start A, you go mid. Okay, you come here, walk all the way up here, you listen, you hold it. Okay, a lot of the times there's rotations through B. Okay, it's not really through spawn. So when you make it up here, you always be vigilant. You look, and then you go, yo, they're running A, come back. This guy here will give so much information. You don't know how many times I've won the round by me just sitting here on a sentinel or a controller. I'm like, yo, there's fucking 4 running A, man, run back. And then up here lobby, like all the, and they just start booking it knives out. And then I take a timing because I let them pass by. I make sure, sometimes I come here and I die because they're sitting at the higher levels. They know that they're expecting a lurk. Okay, that's higher levels though. But at this level, they won't do that really. So you start taking a timing. Okay, and you're like, yo, I'm gonna go to spawn. I have a play, and you might clear something for them, but you tell them, yo, I went up B. C is not clear. You guys need to clear on the way back. I did not clear it for you. I'm here. I'm gonna play. I got 3. I got 2. Whatever it is. Okay, so you need to understand how to do this better, especially when you're playing by yourself. Okay, but can't just play by yourself and peek and look for fights. You're just dead all the time because you gotta understand the map knowledge as well. They play ops here all day, every day, so you're just instantly deleted. There's no even time to react. C long, same thing. So gotta adjust and identify these things. Round 12, they go 5A, they entry in, and they and there's just no mid-round calling or info being fed. You just default, gets a kill on Brim, standing out in the open. You got a kill somewhere around here, and then you're just standing out in the open. And I can't remember if you died or not. I didn't write that, but still, it just comes back to being flat-footed. just unaware, just not knowing what your protocol is, where you can go to fuck people up, stuff like that. Your game sense, it's just really lacking. You're just lost in the sauce. You gotta just be off angle here or go
Right
hell.
here.
You know, make sure you're re-smoking heaven every single time
Drop in a
it's
smoke.
up and this fades, because that's the most important. The guy in heaven can kill everybody on site if it's not smoked. That's why this site you must smoke heaven every single time, or at least when you can. Okay. You go in, it faded. You guys got on site. Okay, smoke it
Drop
again.
in a smoke.
Your smoke's replenished. Hold an off angle, go hell, tuck, go long, go short, wherever. Just make a decision. Don't hesitate. Just stand here in the middle of the site. Doop da doo da doo da doo, and it's just coming out, retaking and killing you. Right? Like, go hide in the corner. Again, the attacker's objective is not to kill all 5. Obviously, that's a bonus if you can kill all 5 and not get the bomb to explode. But at higher levels, they don't give you that edge where they just start throwing 5 of them at 5. You know, the whole team just starts dying before the bomb's planted. That's very rare. They let the bomb get planted because all the defender has to do is wait until the time runs out for them to win the round. That's it. They have to stay up. That's it. The attackers are the ones that control the tempo, that must make a decision when there's 20, 30 seconds, 40 seconds left. They're like, yo, we don't have much time. We can't rotate. We gotta go A here. We gotta go A. They need to get the bomb down. It takes 45 seconds for it to explode. Okay, 7 seconds to defuse. So all you have to do is wait, burn 37.9 seconds for you to win the round. Okay, you just hide in a corner. Go watch flank. Go do something else besides standing out in the open. Okay, because this is I'm trying to get this in your head so you understand. Just stop being out in the open, flat-footed, AFK. Just go play the objective. Play for the win. I tell all my students because they'll get the bomb down, so my students are griefing, running down spawn, trying to look for kills. Okay, that's not how you play this game. Watch pro players play. Do you think they do that? Never ever. They play for the bomb. Even if it's a 1v2 situation, they're not swinging into 2 people when the time is coming to like a tick, almost gonna explode. He's just playing his life. He just goes, fucks with them, comes back, well, whatever utility, just hides in a corner of AFK, because all he has to do is let the bomb explode. So you have to understand that. Okay. Round 13. He starts A short. This is defense side now, okay? He starts A short. Here's a lot swing. Short guy. Swings the short guy. Kills him. That was a brim. He had a ghost. He's just swung his ass. Went, boop, boop. Good job. Good kill. And swings in. And then you backs up. You back up. Backed up all the way here. I hope you remember this round. You got up to here. You hear 2 running. And you just went like this. What is wrong with this?
There could be more.
Sorry? Say that again?
There could be more.
But what's wrong with this action? That because you heard 2 here. What is wrong with you going like this?
I'm gonna get shot by 2 people.
You're dead. That's all you have to say is I'm dead. Okay, this is just silly. Okay, you know there's 2. You can hear. I hope you can hear there's 2. I know you know there's 2. There's no. Why are we ego swinging these guys to try to get a kill? Who the fuck cares if you want to kill them or not? Play for the win. It kind of stems back to this all the time. Play disciplined Valorant. Okay, you come here. You killed him. Great. I love this play. I really like that thought process. Good execution. Came back. I identified. I'm not sure if you did. I identified they're coming A at this point. They start running it down. They darted long. They started coming down short, and then you just immediately swung and fed. Like, bro, like you gotta just play smart. If anything, when you backed up, you should came here, play an off angle where it's unexpected. They walk up, you just kill one, kill another one. You slice the pie. You don't just swing into 2 people. Okay, it just makes no sense. Cause think about it this way: we kill the brim here, right? Right? What is the brim telling his teammates in comms?
There's one sewer.
Specifically, who?
Clove.
Right, you. He's gonna tell the enemy that you are there. So you think they're just gonna be like, doo -doo 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 -doo. Bro, they're looking for you to kill you. Okay, so they're expecting something somewhere here. So they were ready for you. Is my point. So, you know, don't swing into multiple people. A wide swing is used when it's 1 person. Okay, at max 2 when you have ability to get away, like jet dash, Reyna dismiss, chamber TP. Okay, those are the times you can swing into multiple people because you can get away. Raise satchel. Okay, you're Clove. You cannot get away when you commit to this fight. Okay, like you cannot unless you have ult. But even then, when you swing, you kill and you die and you ult. You think they're gonna chase you? They're gonna run away because they know if the timer goes away, you're dead. So at the higher levels, maybe not this level, but higher levels. Okay, so don't swing here. It's just a grief because you did the good job by giving your team the man advantage, okay? And this is where I'll probably talk about it. And then you just fed, you traded equally. And I'm gonna ask you a question. You should be able to know this as a Valorant player or any tactical shooter player. Who gains the advantage on an equal 1-for-1 trade? The attackers or the defenders?
The attackers.
The attackers. You are smart, bro. You're a smart kid. Let's start using our brain. You threw your advantage by killing one and feeding them back. And I can explain why. Because the defenders are already, especially on this map, this is a good map to explain it. They're already spread fucking thin. Usually there's 2A, 1B, or one depends on where the sentinel goes, but sentinel usually plays on A or C, and then they'll stack, let's say the Cypher's on C, he'll hold garage and C through his trips and cam. There's one on B, like two on, one might be garage as well playing with it. It really depends, but usually, um, they're spread thin is what I'm trying to say. Whether the Cypher's here and then there's like one garage, one here, 2B or 2A, one mid, or like, they're spread thin. The attackers are in a pack, right? They're in packs of 3, packs of 4, packs of 5. So let's say even if this was stacked and they ran down 5, there's 3 people on A, it's a 5v3. You can see where I'm going with this. Okay, let's say it wasn't stacked 3 people, it's 2 people. It's a 5v2. Even if they even out, it's a 3v3, but they have all control of the space where the defenders need to retake. That's why it's in the name, retaking. They're retaking the space they lost. So keep that in mind, that what you did here was an advantage to the attackers. It was not an advantage to you. You gained the advantage, but you threw it away by evening it out. Okay, as a defender, we need to get 2+ every time we're trading, as in the man advantage up. Okay, because the attacker always has the advantage. Even if it's a 3v4, they have an advantage on taking a side because it's gonna be one guy or two guys 3v2. Even if it's 3, okay, God forbid it's not, but it's a 3v3. It's equal at least minimum. Even though the defenders have one man up, right? They trade out evenly. Okay, 2 for 2, or let's say it's a 3v2 on the site. They trade out equally. Like it's a 1v2. It's still a pretty good situation for the attackers. Still winnable, as they say. So let's not grief and throw our advantage. When we have an advantage, let's keep it and pull even farther ahead with that advantage. Let's not even it out and give it to them on a silver platter. Okay, so 2 running up short, just swings into them. He's relying on his aim too much, trying to take fights instead of feeding info and helping team understand what's going on. All you had to do was back the fuck up and tell them, guys, they're coming A. I hear 2 up short. Smoke it for them. Guys, let's retake. 5v4 retake. We got man up. Let's go. Let's go. I'm waiting for you. I'm waiting for you. Whatever it is. Or if you want to fight for it, you tell them, they're coming up. They're coming up. I'm fighting for it. And you obviously try to get 1 more or 2 more at best. But, or, at minimum, I should say. Sorry. But yeah, so just let's not lose our advantage here. It's a really big round that we're not thinking about the results. Whether you won the round or not doesn't fucking matter. Okay, it's the action that you're throwing away your advantages for free. Okay, we don't give anything for free in life. Okay, and in games just does not make sense. You gotta keep everything that you've earned or gain an advantage on. Okay, round 14. He starts solo A backside. This is that round, which kind of tilted me. Not gonna lie. Okay, backside AFK ADSing, doesn't know what is going on or feed what is going on with him, as in what's going on with you or what you're seeing. He didn't even try to clear short or look long. He rotates once they are on site, killing his team, and bomb about to get planted. They get ecoed. You guys lost this round because of just nobody's playing together. It's a little bit of you, a little bit of your team. You're just here like this. You'll see it in the bot. Just by yourself here, just not even playing the game. Just fucking around, right?
Yeah, it's my ADHD.
I have ADHD too, my whole life. Okay, it's not an excuse. This is not an excuse for ADHD. I have ADHD too. I keep telling it on all my VODs. I get so sidetracked when I'm going through these general notes and get caught off guard and keep yapping because my ADHD, my ADD is just so strong as well. It's not an excuse. I still got to Immortal and I have ADHD. Okay, okay. Maybe some people have.
No, but like I'm saying, like doing that is like that's because of like my ADHD. Like I just like it's hard for me to like not to like mess around or like interact with something.
Okay, but we gotta pull ourselves back. We're playing Valorant here. Okay, it's, it's just like we gotta play the game. Or you're playing competitive. You might as well do that in unrated maybe, or Swift play. Okay, I can understand you if you want to do that in Swift play, whatever. But this is comp. It's in the name, competitive. Okay, you're trying your best to win. That is not trying your best to win. And I'm not saying you're making an excuse, but still, it's not good enough for me. Okay, you need to come long, look long. No one's there. Tell them, guys, nothing long, guys. We gotta stay focused. It kind of always relates back to focus. Stay locked in. I don't care if you have ADHD, and I'm not saying that I don't care about you. That's not what I'm saying. It's just I don't care about these excuses. Whether you have one eye, one ear, I don't care. Okay, because I'm the same. I have ADHD too. Okay, it's not good enough for you to be a victim and be like, oh, well, I just want to interact because I have ADHD. I don't care. Okay, you're playing competitive. Go do that in unrated. Okay, and I'm being hard on you so you can understand that you need to stay focused. Come along, you're by yourself. Look, yo, nothing here, guys. I'm gonna take space, and then you relay that information. There's nothing here. There can only be a garage and C, just like you told me and answered the question. So you need to identify that because I know you can. I don't think you're stupid because you have ADHD. You're not. You're really smart. Okay, so you need to identify this. Guys, I have A, nothing A. Tell them what is going on so they can know what the hell is going on. When you take A lobby, they know that they can only go C or B and they can be ready for that mentally. Okay, but you're here just started around just and then the whole team's dying and you start rotating. Like it's just not good enough for me, that answer. Like it just sounds like an excuse. Okay, but so let me read this. So just swings into them. Oh wait. He's solo backside AFKing, ADSing, doesn't know what is going on, or ask them, hey, what's going on, guys? Okay, that will help you at least focus somewhat. What's going on, guys? What's going on? How many do you hear? Hey, I hear nothing here, guys. It's really quiet. Okay, remember I told you every piece of information matters as a tactical shooter, and you're playing competitive, so it matters even more. Feed what is going on with him. Doesn't ask what's going on, or feed what is going on with him. So you gotta either be like, what's going on? Or you being like, nothing's going on over here. Stack over there. He didn't even try to clear short. You didn't even look, started short like you did on pistol, or go long to see if they're coming up. He rotates once they on site killing his team. Bomb about it, like as in they're it's pretty much getting planted, and then you guys got ecoed because nobody, not just you, the whole team, but you need to be the guy where everybody's on the same page. Come back to your leadership skills. And I know you're young. This is something you kind of get as you get a little bit older, or you practice leadership, or you're like a captain on a team. There's some responsibilities that you must pick up. There's more responsibilities. The higher, the better you get as a person. Okay, that's just life. So you need to be that guy and helping them, being like, guys, they're running it down C. I have all of A. Just stay together. Wait for me. I'm coming with you guys. I'm gonna smoke main. Whatever it is, stay up. Stay up.
No
Don't die.
peeking.
Right? Beg them if you have to. I don't care. Okay, but you need to be that guy. So you lead them to victory to win this round. You guys lost this round. Okay, the enemy team's dog shit. If I was on the enemy team and won this round, you guys would have lost. I'm telling you that right now. Okay, just off pure momentum. I would have been like, we got this. We got these guys are terrible for equaling them like this. Okay, we got it. Like I would pull that mental up so hard where that enemy team just we would have just stomped on you guys. I didn't even give you guys a chance. Okay, but you know, this is plat, so it's different, but still. Okay, so we gotta keep that in mind. Stay focused, stay locked in, do what your job is, and also one thing is you kept starting A, you need to play B on Haven, so that way you can smoke both sides. You can smoke A and C. I'm not saying come out here and smoke, but you need to be here, tucked, or you play with a guy, he's
Right
holding
here.
the walk up, and you stay tucked in your smoke starting the round, so that way when they're like C, you can instantly smoke it.
Drop in a
Because
smoke.
on this map, people just run it down, and on A as well, they're like, oh A, I'll smoke long for you, bro.
No
Hold the smoke,
peeking.
whatever it is. You need to play B, so that's something you got to work on this map specifically. On Clove, you shouldn't be solo on A. You need to tell them, and this is your lack of awareness. You're by yourself every time. You need to tell them, guys, can I get some help on A, and I'll go play B. Can we put Reyna and Jet on A so they can take duels on long and short, and I can hold B, stay AFK. Like your role is kind of to stay AFK and just make sure smokes are going down, holding down lurks and or lurking or taking space. And you know, tell them, if you hear C Cypher, I'm gonna smoke for you, Vice, whoever. Okay, and he's like, okay, yo, I hear two, they're running up. Instant
No
smoke.
peeking.
Okay, but you can't smoke C from A. You can't smoke A from C. Okay, so you gotta play B more. Alright? That's that. Round 15. So you guys got ecoed. You lost this round. I really don't care about rounds, but I think your actions here really lost you guys to lose a round because nobody's on the same page. You need to be that guy. Okay. Next round, round 15. They get ecoed, and 4 of 5 are buying. And I wrote, and he's the only one saving. like you understand you need to save, but you need to understand the, and I wrote, he needs to understand the basic fundamentals of economy and tell his team to save together and buy for next. Or you guys buy together and then you'll save next if you lose. If you win, it's a huge momentum swing because they have to save as well. Okay, so you need to tell your team, cause that's why I told you, I'm like, let me see tab, okay, because you guys got ecoed, you guys should be all saving. You press tab, you're the only one with 3k with a classic, they're all buying. Okay, you need to understand how this game works. You gotta tell them, guys, let's fix our money so it's even. We all have the same money for next round. Save, and if they don't save, whatever. But at least try to say that. Okay, I'd rather you just say that, even if they don't listen. It's fine. Then that shows me that you understand. But you're not saying anything. You're the only one saving. What's the point of them buying? And you might as well buy too, right? It's like it's a little bit counterproductive. You got when you and this is the fundamentals of basic economy. When you guys save as a when you save as a team. When you buy as a team. It cannot be three guys buying, two guys saving. That's just really not how this game works. And the pro levels, they'll have one hero buy. One guy buys a rifle, everyone else saves. Because they understand that that one guy can change the results around by killing one, picking up another gun. Now they got two guns, you kill another guy. It just starts snowballing. But that's pro players. That's different, higher level players. Okay, but at this level, you need to make sure economy is the same. Okay. So that's that. Nothing crazy in that round. Round 16, he starts B. Finally start B. Okay, you need to be playing B automatically on any map. You need to be playing middle, abyss on mid, on pillar on mid to make sure you can smoke both sides. Doesn't matter what map. You gotta be able to smoke both sides at any time, especially at the start of the round. He starts B finally. The turret falls on C. So they started C and the turret died. Okay, and then you smoked it. Great, I love it. You smoked it because you were on B. If you're on A, you would not be able to do this. But you're on B, so good. You smoked it instantly because you're on B.
Drop in a smoke.
Not telling his team anything. Gets on top of wall and garage, gets a good kill, but it's still not saying anything or where he hears them. You get up to here, they're on site fighting. You get on this wall, you kill one, great, and you're just quiet. Nothing's going on. Tell them before you kill that guy. Guys, they're on site. These guys are all playing with their cocks, just don't know what's going on because you're not telling them anything. You're not feeding them info. Tell them, guys, they're all on C. They're planting. At least three. Yo, watch your spawn. Careful. He could be pushing. Okay, you can always hear people's footsteps, stuff like that. You don't know how many times where I make one good comment and win the round off that. Yo, he's behind you. And he's like, yo, I didn't hear that. Holy shit, how'd you do that? I'm like, I'm just listening. I'm being aware. I'm hyper aware. I'm hypersensitive to any part or any source of information. Okay, so tell them, guys, they're planning right now. Then they'll start running, flanking, whatever, to play accordingly. Okay, you're just waiting on the wall, looking for a fight. Okay, at the higher levels, you're dead. Okay, it's a 1-for-1 trade at best, and it was. So again, you gave the advantage to them because now they don't have to really worry too much. You're the guy here holding that. You're dead. They can just look somewhere else. There's a wall as well. So you literally are falling into the 1-for-1 trade every single time. Okay, almost every single time. So you're giving them the advantage. You gotta think about an edge. Start gaining an edge on these guys. Separate yourselves from these players. Okay, don't fall into the trap that, oh, I'm in the plat lobby, so whatever, I belong to be here. No, don't sell yourself short. Okay, you're a mortal level type player. You have potential to be. Then start thinking like it. And I'm being really hard on you because I feel like I have to be for you to kind of get out this like lackadaisical mentality when you play. Because I really hope you don't play like this all the time. It will be really sad, to be honest. So, but stay on the wall. You gotta tell them, guys, they're planning. There's multiple, at least 3, 4. Come, retake together. Let's go. You kill one, back the fuck up, gain the advantage. Okay, I killed one, and a lot of times in the high level, they'll be like, good kill, stay up, because they understand that 1-for-1 is no good. So they're gonna tell you to stay up, so that way we have more power when we retake together. Retaking is a team effort, just how entering and scaling is a team effort as well. It's the defensive entering and scaling. Okay, that's what retaking is. It's the opposite. Okay, once you get good at one side, whether it's retaking or entering, you'll be good at the other side because it's the same concept, just flipped. The same angles, same corners you have to clear, stuff like that. Okay. The next thing is round 17. So that round wasn't too crazy. You killed them, great job. Still 1-for-1 trade. No information. Feed them. Okay. The next thing is he starts A with Reyna. Reyna's short. He starts long. Gets flashed off. He goes backside. He's out in the open. Dart flies across his face. Lets it go off. kills it after that, like after it pings you, you killed it, and then not ready for a fight. Remember when Reyna was right here and he ran out? You're just so unaware. The dart came, so you started long. You saw the Reyna flash, came back, all the way back here. Sova's dart just came across. You're just staring at it. Don't you should need to kill this because it's information for this Reyna that's coming up. That's the whole point of this dart. Is for the duelist to gain information with the dart. Because if it doesn't ping anything, he knows it's clear. But if it pings you, he's looking for a fight. The dart comes, you need to kill it, didn't kill it, and then Reyna's already up and you're just not ready for a fight. I can hear this guy running up. The Reyna's just running up. Okay, you gotta be ready. Shoot it and be ready. But you're not ready. Also, it's a little bit of your Reyna because he should be ready to kill him as well, running up. He shouldn't be so deep short, but that's fine. So he's standing out in the open, gets killed by Reyna and ults. You ulted?
I can't
okay,
use
this is
that.
actually the first time you ulted, actually. And look, oh wait, sorry, wrong round, sorry. Dart flies across his face and let it go off, kills it after and not ready for a fight. Reyna out just comes out and just swings him and kills him. You just die here. That's it. End of story. Okay, just gotta be ready at. Have your 10 toes down. Just be ready at all times. Boom. I hear this guy running. Boom. Okay, I'm not sure if it's a headset issue or something, but still, gotta know that he's running. I can hear this guy running up. I was like, what the hell is he doing? Just watching this dart, getting pinged, and he just knows where you're. And also, you're flat-footed as well. As in, you got pinged. You didn't move. You didn't go over here, micro adjust your movement, or go over here, go back
Right
over
here.
here, or come on a little bit on an off angle. You just stood in the same spot. Made the Reyna's job easier. Okay. Round 18. He starts A again. He needs to play mid. Right, like what I told you, you need to start mid. They start mid and trades out. So you were A and they started going mid. 2 of your teammates died, 2 of them died. It's 3v3. He's AFK mid. You come here, you're so unaware. You don't know if they're gonna walk up, if they've gone through garage, if they come up to rotate. You're just here sitting AFK and starts turning around to go A. So you're here looking for a little bit. It's a little bit of a timing issue where you got timing because you're just not ready. You're just like this, and then you hear them and you immediately turn. And remember, he starts shooting at you from the back. You're like, what the fuck? And I wrote, gets shot and killed. Gets shot at and killed from behind. He's pretty unaware of what's going on. Yes, you hear them going short, but all you have to do is kind of walk off. Because maybe I should ask you. Are they still, or no, okay, maybe I shouldn't, but you just have to be aware that they were last seen mid heavy, and if you're mid, you gotta just assume there's still people there, especially a mid lurk. People lurk like crazy in this game. Yes, you hear them, but you gotta just walk off so that way they don't hear you running to them too. A lot of times when you do that, higher levels, they'll start being like, they'll cut noise and start walking off because like, yo, they're rotating A, let's leave. And they'll leave because they're hearing you run. They're like, oh fuck, there's too many here already or whatever. They're getting ready, whatever it is. Okay, so keep that in mind. And then you just, first noise, you just went, you didn't say anything either. You gotta tell them, yo, they're short. I hear them short. Somebody pick up mid so that I can go A. And then you just died you got shot at, you lived a little bit, and he killed you. Okay, from there. So that's that. Let's move on from that note. Not too crazy. It's a little bit of a communication issue. Awareness, understanding pathing, how they'll move from where they're last seen. Just because they were last seen mid doesn't mean they're sitting mid. You gotta know how they'll move, where they can go, what's more likely, stuff like that. It's like dissecting these a little bit better. So
Before you start the next round, I need to use the restroom real quick.
Yeah, go ahead. No problem. Just scrolling through these notes to make sure I got the right one. So yeah, I think we're on round 19. So I'll wait from Shapiro's. What's up, bro? How are you? I'm good. Sorry, I'm not replying. I got session in session, so I don't really reply when that is the case. Glaive fan Evan, what's up, my brother? Yo. Just woke up. Great. I don't know how you wake up at 9 p.m., but we'll take it. So we're almost done. Round 19, 20, 21, 22, and 23. Pretty much it. I think he's got potential. He's got good aim. But it's a mental block that we gotta work on. many people we got here? Let's see.
Hello?
Yo.
I'm back.
All right, so we're almost done. Just bear with me. I know it's been long. I know it's really long, but it's just really this first session is like we gotta really deep dive on everything. That's kind of there. But okay, we're on round 19. There's round 23. It seems like 22 and 23 are pretty small, so we've got about 3 rounds left. It's gonna go really quick. Okay. Starts
Alright.
A. They go C. His smokes come in when they are in sight already. So you started A. They go C. His smokes come in as in you smoked when they are already in. So you're here, you're about to smoke, and they're already in on site. I'd rather you just maybe throw one and save it. But it's just too late. You could even save it and just wait. You know, for the retakes, maybe smoke long later. That way it's up longer, right? Because if you smoke it right now and they're in, and you guys aren't ready for retake, you just lost 10 seconds of a smoke. You might as well just wait for the retake and then smoke the bomb. You
Dropping
always smoke the
smokes.
bomb. You never smoke main as well. When you can smoke both, you do both. But it's best to always smoke the bomb because that way they can't see you, even if they push out main smoke or it's not smoke and kill you. Okay, so started A. Oh, sorry, started A. They go C. His smokes come in late when they are in sight already. He comes super late. You came a little bit late. You're already out trading, dying. Gets a trade on Sova right here. Came up, killed the Sova. Great kill. Good job. He's standing out in the open, gets killed by and then you guys identified as a team that he's garage because he just killed somebody there or something, and you're coming out making noise. You smoked it, great. I love the smoke. Okay, but you gotta hold this smoke when you smoke it though. That's the thing. Can't just give it up when you smoke it. You gotta hold it. Obviously Reina was kind of brain dead too. He was kind of playing it really badly. He could have lost this round for you guys, to be honest. You saved the round, which was great. So he comes up super late, gets a trade on Sova. He's standing out in the open, gets killed by Reina right here. You're waiting for him. You kind of gave it up and then came back. Died. You ult. He turned around and killed the Sova. I was like, oh god, I think you guys are gonna lose this round. But luckily, and I wrote luckily gets the last trade. This enemy Reina played really bad. If it was a high level guy, once he kills this Reina, he's dip setting because he knows you've ulted already, and you guys lose the round because the timer is you die. So, and all he has to do is let the bomb explode. But yeah, so luckily you get the last trade to clutch in ult. That's what I wrote. So good job, good 2 kills. Would like you to come quicker. Would like you to maybe save the smoke, your first smoke for bomb or main, whatever it is. Second smoke used on garage, it's fine. Round 20 starts A link on B. Right here, A link on B. He's just watching his team play. Finally comes and sprays the window. So you'll see it in the VOD. This Jet, remember, like, oof, because he was just one tapping them in garage. You need to calm down and help him. Smoke garage or smoke down here. Probably not garage. Probably garage actually. When he kills 2, just instantly smoke it.
Dropping smokes.
And then you come down. Or before that, even before you walk down, you should. When he kills 1, you need to come and hold this, or just kind of be with him just in case. You just sat. You'll see it. You just sat Link here forever. He's just watching his team play. Finally comes and sprays the window, gets a kill. So you finally came like 5 seconds after he kills 2, and like 4 seconds later he came. Brim smoked this because they were rezzing. You spammed it. Great job. Gets a kill. Goes A. Here's a lot coming A. Kills Sova. Doesn't say anything. How many? Or any sense of urgency as in, guys, come. They're coming in. I need your help. Come right now. None of that. You're just silent. You kill the Sova. Great. Okay, but again, it's a 1-for-1 trade in this moment. If you die, you're not dead yet. So any sense of urgency, tell him team to come and help. He's solo backside getting darted and gets his and dies. As in you kill the Sova, you get darted and just die. It's a 1-for-1 trade. It's not beneficial for you. Needs to understand who trades benefits. So that just points more on, understand. We went through it, understanding who it benefits. It does not benefit you to be here by yourself, getting 1. You got yours, yay, and then you feed. Okay, it's not good. At the higher levels, they're gonna be like, "What are you doing? Why are you running out on retake by yourself?" Like it's just so silly. Okay, not you, but if a person did that, it's just like, bro, like what the hell? Okay, so they'll clown you for that. Okay, round 21. He's solo on A. Here's a rain of flash. Okay, as in you're here, and then you saw the flash. Finally calls one long. You finally went rain along. Okay. Well, obviously, right? He threw the flash, but you don't know for certain if he's continuing to run up or he's leaving off. It's a fake flash. Throws 2 smokes down. Gives it up. Good smokes.
Dropping smokes.
Gives it up. They're planning, not saying a word. They are planting, not saying a word. Not saying planting. They planted. They're planning. How many are in, or are they in, or that they are in teammates. So and then I wrote teammates on B or C. I can't remember who it was. I don't remember where the jet was. He goes, and then he goes, telling them what's going on the site that he's on. As in, that guy was telling you what the hell's going on when you're there, right? That doesn't that make you feel a little bit like, like it shouldn't make you feel good. Like he's literally babysitting you when this is your site. You need to be the guy telling guys they're in. There's 4 in. They're planning. Let's retake. I'm waiting for you. They planted the bomb. 5v5, 5v4, whatever the situation. I'm gonna smoke when we're ready to go out. Get ready. Give them all the information they need to prepare themselves mentally for this fight. Okay, this is how reenact it. Rain along.
Dropping smokes.
And then your teammates like, they're planning, and they're planning. Like, you need to be the guy to telling them, this is your site that you're on. You need to feed them the information, okay? We'll move on, nothing crazy. Round 20, it's a little bit communication issue. Round 22, he's solo A, backside. Again, the common theme on defense was just by yourself, backside on A. Ask for some help. Reina, can you come with me? Jet, can you come short? I'll play long. Can you go play long? I'll play short. Something. You're just default autopilot, worse than autopilot, just here AFK. He's solo backside again. Does a decent smoke. 4v4 retake. So I can't remember where he smoked. It became a 4v4 retake. Smokes off main. Gets a kill. And dies backside. No sense of urgency or plan. Doesn't clear anything. Also, the 4v4 retake. I can't remember where he smoked. I can't remember if it was short or long. But it was a good smoke. You'll see in the VOD. Gets a kill and dies backside. So he came out, got a kill, and died backside. So it's an even trade. Again, not good enough. No sense of urgency or plan. Doesn't clear anything or anything either. Just come out. You just came out, not really going, through your checklist protocol. Okay, when you come out A, you always gotta come out here. Look, oh, well, not like that maybe, but like this. You jiggle this a little bit. Okay, nothing there. You look there, here. Okay, and you always clear this side first. This, and then you look. That way, this guy cannot see you. You can look at the crossfire, come out, start swinging out, smoke, burning, smoke the bomb, get on it, whatever it is. Okay. Yeah, just make a plan, especially when it's 4v4 retake. Guys, I'm gonna smoke short. I'm gonna smoke long. I heard one graffiti. I heard whatever it is. Can we go through all through under? No one heaven. Okay, just make a plan so that way everyone is ready and on the same page, ready to go. And be like, ask for utility. Can you dart when we're going in? Can you flash? Flash now. Whatever it is, okay? Just play with your team. You're too quiet. Round 23, he starts A, backside tucked again. This is like the 6th time he played here. Okay. Go do something else. Go B and walk down, take space, try to get one-on-one, kill them. Okay? Because in my eyes, when you walk down and take a 1v1, it's not a 50-50 because you got good aim. You're better than these kids. It's probably going to be a 60-40, 65-35 for you. Okay? Go C if you think they keep going A and walk down C and start flanking them. If they keep going C, walk down A long, flank them. Do something else than just default standing here, okay? He starts starts backside A again, tucked again. They throw a dart on A. They ended up going B, which in my eyes they should have never lost this round. I think the attacker should have won this round, but they kind of threw. They're feeding to your jet. And then I wrote they end up going B. They retake B, and he got 2 decent kills. I can't remember where, right here somewhere. You got 2 kills. You guys won the round, won the game. Okay, but in my eyes, like it was kind of scuffed. Okay, but anyways, so that's all your notes. Okay, what's your training routine right now?
I play like 30-40 minutes of aim labs.
Okay.
And then like 10 minutes of practice range, and then I do deathmatch until I get mad.
Okay. Oh, give me a general average of how many DMs that would be. Like 5, 7, 10.
Probably like 7.
Okay, not bad. Okay, so your training regimen is pretty good, and that's kind of how I can tell, not just off your training, but I already knew your aim was pretty solid. Like it looked nice. It looked a little bit refined, not like radiant level, but it looked really good. Like you're flicking, one tapping them, you're deleting them here and there. So that was good. But what I can do is, because if it's working, I'm not gonna fix it. Most of my students, it's not working, so I have to give them a whole new routine, and they usually thank me a lot for that because they just go crazy. But anyways, because they just love the routine and they see improvements in real time and within days. Because I show them what I use to get to Mortal 3. If I can share them that, then they'll be a Mortal 3 aim too, right? It just makes sense. If it works for
Yeah,
me,
like
it's gonna work for them. So what I can do for you is I'll give you my playlist that I use to get to Immortal 3. If you go to my YouTube channel, all those clips I hit, all those stuff, the montages, it was from training on that playlist for once a day minimum. I would try twice a day. And that's really all I did was
yeah.
Kovacs, range for 20, 30 minutes for a warm up after. Always do your aim training stuff first. Your Kovacs, your aim labs first, then get in the range, then warm up with a DM, then play. Okay, I'm not, and also how many hours? Oh, sorry, let me just finish with this. So I will give you that playlist. Uh, it's gonna be, you're gonna start at 3 times per exercise. Um, it takes about 40 minutes to an hour, depending how fast you take. I don't want you taking breaks in between exercises. Sets. Oh, sorry, reps. Um, for example, it's 3 out of 3 per exercise, right? So take a 10-second rest after the first rep. Roll out your wrist, drink some water, whatever, stretch your wrists out, and get right back into it. It needs to be 100% effort every single time. Okay? You got to practice how you play. So then you finish the 3, right? Go to the next exercise. Then in between there, you can take a little bit of a longer break. 20 seconds max, 30 seconds max. Okay, 1 minute. Maybe if you're hurting, your arm's hurting or something, but still, like that's probably too long. You're gonna cool off. You need to um, keep the intensity high. So 10-second breaks times 3, finish that exercise, go to the next one, take a 30-second break, roll out your wrists, stretch them out, flick them out, kind of just get blood flow going. Go to the next exercise, same thing, 10-second rest, 20-second rest in between, and then do another long one, 30-second, okay? And then, because if you do that, you'll finish this really quick as well. It won't take so long to do it. So do that. It'll be about 40 minutes to a minute. Come do your DM stuff. And also, do you work out at all? Go to the gym, play sports, cardio?
Yeah, I go to the gym.
Okay, so then if you go to the gym, you're gonna understand what I'm talking about. This is the fundamental mechanic of muscle building. Okay, it's called progressive overload. Okay, we need to implement this in our aiming routine, in general, aiming. Okay, because aiming is a physical act. It's not a mental thing. Yes, there's a little bit of a mental part involved as well, but it's mostly physical. We're moving our arm, our forearms, our wrists, our fingers, you know, our elbow, our shoulder, our delts, our biceps, our chest a little bit, our lats a little bit, our back a little bit, our neck muscles, right? So these things are all physical. So just how you would work towards getting to 2 plates benching, you got to do the same thing with aim training, where you work towards becoming a radiant level aim, and through that, with how you do that is through progressive overload. Don't stay on the same speed forever. Some of my students are like, oh, I'm not improving. I'm like, are you adding progressive overload? They're like, no. I'm like, well, then you're gonna stay the same. They're just like, forever, you gotta, no matter if the precision falls off a little bit, obviously you're gonna make sure that the precision is maintained, as in you're still hitting the shots even if you're going fast, 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 fast. Okay, but you need to push yourself to the limit in terms of progressive overload, testing your limits as well. You know, and not just time, but intensity. Adding more exercises, adding exercises that help these other exercises. Okay, we gotta add that into our aim training routine, whether it's the aim trainer and the range, and also our DMs. Okay, so don't stay on 7 DMs for the rest of your life. Okay, it needs to go more and more and more. I'm not saying get to where you're doing 100 DMs a day, but whether it's intervals of weekly, bi-weekly, monthly, whatever it is, it needs to increase. That's the only way we can grow. Just like how our muscles are, it's the only way we can get that physique, that nice little look that everybody wants, right? Or the strength that you want, that you're happy with, or that becomes your new baseline. So Add that to your thing. Keep that in mind. Okay. So so I'll do that for you. I'll send you that playlist. You know, I give to all my students for free. It's not a big deal. I don't charge or anything like some other people. Um, but yeah, so I'll give you that. And then I was gonna say one more thing, but I kind of lost my train of thought. Oh yeah, so we'll just briefly talk now. So, um, you know, I know I was really hard on you. You may not like the tone I was talking to you in, but I think it's important that we kick this out of your system now before it's there forever. It's become a habit where you just don't care, blame it on ADHD. You know, I'm just here going through the motions. Okay, we gotta stay focused, bro. Okay, and I'm gonna ask you another question. I already asked you one question. What do you want? You said, I don't know. Whatever. Just want to get better. Okay? That answer is not good enough to me either. But you said you want to get better, so I'll take that as your answer. You want to improve. Right? Everybody wants to improve. Okay? That's why you came to me. All my students that come to me when they ask, they give me a specific purpose. I want to be here. I want to do this. I want to be this rank. I want to go up this much. I want to be a player where I'm consistently banging with the best, whatever it is. Okay, so add a little bit more purpose. You need to ask yourself this question every day. And I'm telling you right now, it's not easy to improve or grow or get better. Okay? It's up to you. I can help guide you, but it's up to you to put in the work. Either you cheat yourself or you give up or you make it to where you want it. Right? So, um, and I'm going to ask you another question, which is a little bit more rhetorical. You can answer it if you want to, if you feel like answering it. But the next thing is, what are you willing to sacrifice for what you want? Okay, you want to improve. What are you willing to do? Okay, because you didn't tell me where you want to be, but it would be a little bit more, this question would be more effective if you told me, hey, I want to be immortal. I'd be like, well, what are you willing to sacrifice to be immortal? Because I know what it takes to be immortal. Not just immortal 1, immortal 3. I know what it takes. A lot of fucking days where you feel like quitting. A lot of days where you're an aim trainer is doing this for 3 hours and you're just like, what the fuck am I doing? Because I had a dream. I asked myself this question a long time ago, 2 years ago in my peak. I stayed away for 2 years. I came back last episode, started coaching. But I asked myself too. Well, I didn't ask much, but I had a purpose. I said, I want to go pro. And I worked towards this goal. But I didn't constantly ask myself this every day, readjust this and that, where I maintained this purpose. I just quit. I gave up. I'm like, because the fear came into the mind too hard, as in the purpose started slipping away. I know I want to go pro, but I didn't ask these hard questions because I'm like, yo, what? Like there are days, you know, 2 weeks I do aim trainers for 3 hours a day. I'm like, what is this all for? Why am I just playing 10 DMs a day? Why am I just tilting? Like I'm not making money. Why am I sacrificing more than 60 hours a week, like 80 hours a week and obtaining this goal? Right? So you got to ask yourself not only what do you want, but you have to ask yourself what are you willing to do? Again, there's a few students when I ask them this follow-up question, a few, very few, they tell, and usually 90% of my students say I want to be immortal. Okay, and when they say that to me, I'm super hard on them because there's a standard when you want to go to immortal, when you want to be the top 1%. There is something you need to go through. It's not given to you. You need to take it from other people. Okay, everyone has that same goal. Okay, so you got to take it. But when I asked them this question after they told me they want to be immortal, it's only a few, very few, only I think 2 or 3 guys have told me out of the 50 people I've coached, they'll be like, anything. I'm willing to put my life on the line. I'm willing to do whatever it takes, no matter how long it takes for me to get to this goal. So we need to adopt this mindset where, obviously you don't want to be immortal or whatever. I don't know, but you need to have this mindset where you have a purpose and also you're willing to do anything to achieve this goal, because it's one thing to say what you want, um, and that's what most people do, and they never get that goal because that's all they do. They don't take action. They just say, "Oh, I want to be immortal." They just talk shit, right? I want to be this. I want to do this. I want to make this much money in life. I want to get this many bitches, but they don't get it because they don't put in the work. So you gotta ask not only what you want, but what are you willing to sacrifice? How badly do you want it? Ask these questions to yourself every day, and you will not only improve in Valorant but in life, if you ask yourself those questions. Okay, so do you have any questions, concerns, stuff like that?
No.
Okay, uh, great. So I won't keep you too long. I know it's long. I'm sorry, but
You're good. You're good.
I think it was quite important, especially when I can smell Some students have that stench. Okay, it's a mental block. I just,
The
I
stench.
yeah, I'm being serious. There's a VOD that I can send you can watch where he agreed with me. He was tilting in the game. I'm like, bro, what are you doing? So non-productive. You just yelling at your team and shit. Like he's doing this on stream. I'm like, bro, do you not understand? I'm watching you play. Like, what is wrong with you, right? And I told him I can smell it off you. Why are you tilting? Even though he may not be yelling in the moment, I know what the feeling he's going through. And you know why? Because I've been there too. I've done that same thing. I know. I've almost experienced almost everything my students have gone through because I've been there too. So I told him like I can smell it off you. I know it. I just know what you're going through. I know what you're feeling, but we gotta move past this unproductiveness. Okay, I'm almost 30. I've experienced a lot through life. I've failed a lot through life. Okay, so I made a lot of money, lost a lot of money. Okay, so I know what it's like to have good life experiences and have good friends, have bad friends, whatever it is, whatever. But just you know, let's move, let's look, let's move past this mental block you're having and never look back. Because one day you'll look back and be like, yo, I can't believe I used to be like that. That's such a joke, right? Because it's silly. You may be too young to understand now, but as you get older, you'll be like, why was I like that, right? You need to change. Remember what I said, grow or die. You get to choose. It's all in your hands. But great session today. Overall, I think your aim is really good. To sum up this session, your aim is really good. Um, we just got to work on the mental stuff, you know, not zoning out, not just being unfocused. We got to work on our knowledge, not just knowing the concepts as in, oh, this is a lurk, this is applying them. In this situation, a lurk is best. In this situation, a fake is best. In this and this, from what the information I've gathered over 5 rounds and how they play individually and as a team, I need to know how to apply these and use it to succeed in these rounds, to win the rounds, win the game, win RR, climb and hit my goals. That's all it is. Okay, it all adds up. So
I can't use
let's work
that.
back from the ground up. I think you have a potential. You do. You really do. Just gotta move past this mental stuff. Which 90, you're not unique in that sense. 90, even me, I was in the same boat. 90% of people have a mental issue, in quotation, as in some sort of mental block, mental fortitude problem, tilting, fear, uncertainty. We gotta move past this. Once you move past this, your brain will open up to next level way of thinking. Okay, so that's that. Great job. I don't want to keep you too long, but overall good session. If you have any questions, you can ask me. My DMs are always open. I'm always talking. I'm always in the channel, voice channels. Come play come play 10 mans. Okay, I know it might be a little bit what is the word I'm looking for? Intimidating. Most students are, but once they come, I made it a community where it's toxic free zone, ego free zone. So if anyone egos are toxic, they get banned. Okay, so I don't tolerate that shit because I've experienced it. It's not a good feeling. So I know uh, what it's like to be get egoed really hard because I used to play in 10 mans with all Radiant players, Xander, Harmful, Wildfire, all these ex-pro or old pros I used to play with in 10 mans. So I know what it's like to get hard ego when they're like, you're dog shit, I don't want to play with this guy. It doesn't feel good. So I made it that type of free environment. And so come play whenever there's events. Like I expect my students to be there because you don't know how much improvement these guys have made off 3 in-house days. Like some guys come first day they're dog shit. Second day they start getting better. Third day they're just dropping 25 on ascendant players as golds, diamonds, plats. Okay, there's some 2 students right now, Shirley and Soviet. They're just, it's crazy. They're looking like Immortal 3 players right now. So come improve. It's not to show off or to ego other people. It's to come and improve, get out your comfort zone, and really, really start grinding in sweaty games. We also make a uh, atmosphere where it's only one duelist because it's a team atmosphere. It's pro play, right? So pro play like setting where you're not gonna play 2 duelists, 3 duelist comps on this shit. Okay, so it's super sweaty games. It's not like it's easy. Okay? It's way harder than rank, and you improve a lot faster. Like 2 days, you'll be like soaring through plat and diamond. So just come through when you can, if you can, and yeah, I expect you guys to be there. If you can't make it, whatever. But that's really on you. Okay, so good job. I'll let you go. Any questions, let me know. I will send you the notes right now. And the VOD I will send at the end of the night or by tomorrow. Okay? Great job, man.
All right, thank
Yep.
you.
Good luck on your games and, really work on that mental and stay focused. That's all I can say, really. Stay locked in at all times. Okay? Good job, bro.
Thank you, bro. Thank you.
Nope.
Appreciate it.
No problem. You too. My pleasure.